everybody, and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon, and this is our playthrough of Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. We are in Komorra. As you can see, we're in the Spire of the Reaving Tempest, and we are trying to get the Emperor out of Dodge, because, wow, this is a horrible place. This is literally hell. The Dark Elders playtime area. So we are trying to get ourselves out of here. As you can see, we ended last time in a fight. This place is fight, fight, and fight. It is literally fight for your life to escape. And so, we're gonna move forward. We have. We have a lot of people. Most of them are ranged. You get to have, ooh, Cass, Elliot, and then Cece all get to go. Bloodthirsty experiment with a movement points of 6. They shouldn't be able to reach me. Yeah, however, they were good. They were normal Aldar at one point. Where's some of the evil dudes? Yep, that looks like a Dark Elder, Disciple of Pain. Oh, yesterday, folks, I don't think I've ever gotten through a stream without a sneeze. Whew, there goes another one. Right, we want to attempt to blind all of these guys up here, which will leave a few guys down here. That's fine. I think where I've got her positioned is the best for that. So Cece and here get to go first. We're going to stick them both in here. We've got... Oh, hang on, let's put them down. I don't know if we can technically walk up and down that, or whether we're going to have to use the stairs. Let's put a one forward on the down section. Ibala, Pascal, same for you. Let's stick you down here. And then the only one we're missing is Dira, who we're going to stick on the other side of this fine piece of cover. And that's going to be us. Right then. Let's get our areas in. Getting much better at this. Let's... That one there. Take that. And... You can technically target this area, but because there's something on it, it doesn't... Okay, so we can't actually do that one. And then I'm not going to put my front line area down because I just don't know where I'd put it. To be perfectly honest. Right then, and let's see... How many of these fine fellows... Okay, somehow we're getting this guy on the left. I will take that, aim for the box.
If I may.
Oh, it lied. I don't... Oh, we stunned one at the back. It wasn't actually that great of a hit, to be perfectly honest. Again, it's claiming guy on our left.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
But it lied. It didn't have him in the squares, which made me very dubious. But their number was flashing. The health bar was flashing. We've got... Yeah, we've got a couple. Got a couple. And then... We're going to go and give an extra turn. The range probably isn't that great, so probably not quite good idea to give it to Adira. Next turn, most point by the time we get to Adira's turn, I think it'll be much better, because I think they're all going to kind of bunch up, hopefully, around here. Most of them are melee characters. And so in that case, these two... Pain... Oh, we can't see anyone, apparently. This whole line is all blocked off. The only one we can see is Adira. Bit of a shame. That case... Well, I guess we will go for Adira then.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Not really what the flavor of the month called for. But it's what the flavor of the month gets. Because, I mean, with this, I mean, yeah, so what's in our range? Just this guy. He's probably going to go back to hit us. So I'll attempt to just scream this one to death, I suppose. Yeah, unfortunately not that great of a move. And so, Elliot. We've only got maybe 2 people done. Gonna go and move her out to here. Get beautiful vision on everybody. We're gonna go and I can't remember what it's called. But basically, there you go, perfect shot. Hunker down. Claim the bounty.
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Oh yes, of course. Ah, beautiful! And then hit 2 more people. Because when we kill someone, we'll shoot someone with the exact same weapon, and that shot went through them and hit the person in the background. We're going to aim for, not Bloodthirst, Disciples of Pain is the ones that we want to aim for with our ranged guys. Bloodthirst experiments are all going to run at us. We're not going to worry about those too much. I think there's 3 Disciples of Pain all up. And so...
This tedium is beneath me.
Single shot. We're going to go for... Yep, I think that Disciple of Pain. So this one we get to do a lot more damage against.
If it serves your cause.
Go. Then BC. Oh no, we've got an extra Disciple of Pain back here. I did miss them. That front one's stunned, so we don't really have to worry about them. Let us... very much go for a piercing shot, and we might just go for the same one.
Schemes
You've unleashed my fury.
What if?
Let me educate you on the art of pain.
Just keep chipping away. 20 health remaining. Everybody play nice.
Let's see.
Thinking of my 2 melee guys and then Adira's lightning when it comes around. And we're not going to use a grenade. Leave it at that.
Horror awaits.
His flashes are choking me.
Somebody actually managed to hit Cass, which is a... Look at them. They're being so smart when they run forward. This is not how they're supposed to go. Blah.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Reckless abandon.
As the tenants demand.
Go and chop this one up.
I shall not fail.
Wow, oh, they dodged. But we still had a huge fountain of blood. Like, that doesn't make any sense. We're going to use this.
Killing brings me no pleasure.
And we're going to jump across to here.
Now,
If we jumped across
the
to here and
other
did
side
that, we
awaits.
wouldn't have had any way, so to say, of getting to our next victim. Now let's
the
jump
shadows
backwards.
will see it done.
Oh no, we're going to go all the way back to the beginning, aren't we? Damn it. I was hoping to just jump back to here so I could then jump into this one. Ah, that's okay. We'll live with that.
I am a prey taker.
You don't frighten me.
Toxic Needle's doing a number on Cass. Who do we have? Idira. Let us... I mean, last in the round? No, we got a few more. Pascal, and then that guy at the back. Guy at the back. And this guy over here. That's alright. So we should be safe if we come into here. If we do that, can we... shock some friends? Oh, that'll actually jump to this one down here, apparently. I can live with that. If we run to there, let us go and...
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
go and weaken Disciple of Pain a smidge.
But of course. That is not my destiny.
She's just, I don't know, she's in some giant null space. You can't see anybody and nobody can see her. Okay, so we won't make anybody dodgy.
Will do.
That was very weird. Claimed it was going to hit this one, hit that one. I don't know. We got a heroic act and then we lost it. Reason, dot. Don't know how to take that, really. So let's put a sensory deprivation on this guy because he's still very much at full health. Okay. Yeah.
If only you knew what awaits you.
Again, I don't know what this one's got on them. They seem to be immune. Make 3 attacks per round. It's completely immune to damage. That would be why. Natural frenzies. But, let's see how those go. So I think this one has a natural frenzy. Nope. Oh, we'll get Pascal to kill that one. Let's just go and leave that there. Pascal, start to come forward. Machine Spirit Communion.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Abandon.
Running binary vulnerability analysis successful.
Spill no tears for me, Isha.
Alright, no tears will be spilled. We're gonna leave him at that.
Strands of fate, guide me. I do not fear a perilous path.
Okay, this now being round 2. Seems all the frenzy stuff has worn off. What have we got left? We've got 6 guys. I can see 4 hiding up here. We've got 1 down here. Find my 6th very shortly. Run straight out to here. Ah, right, yeah, there's two right there. Huh. Can find them and they're right in front of me.
I am a navigator.
Oh, these
not a
both these guys have
Another foe tainted blood.
a natural frenzy still on them. Right, so those two can't actually be killed. Completely immune to damage.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
I bring mercy and retribution. As the tenant.
Blood has been sprayed. Start jumping this way. Come on, give me one more.
Trust me. Let your soul be purged. I shall not. Death is a blessing.
Fates.
Well, that'll be all for her. Well, these two guys are completely immune to damage, so I don't really know what to do. Whilst they continue to have that on them.
Death comes in silence.
Oh wait, there's three guys left. Oh, there's a Disciple of Pain that's still standing. That one definitely needs killing.
As honor ordains. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Yeah, that seems to have worn off.
What an unfortunate
Seems to have worn off on him as well.
Isn't this a job
Let's go
for the
melt his
serfs?
face off.
Try to die with grace, at least.
I will join the ancestors.
Send a helping hand and I will show you the way home.
That wasn't so difficult.
Amidst a barely perceptible buzz, its thick walls barely contain the sound coming from within.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
There you have it. I think we found a Farseer alive. A monkey and an outcast to find their way into the heart of the Dark City to save what little remains. The universe is full of cruel surprises, but this is an outcome I managed to foresee. You have foreseen our meeting, but could not avoid being captured. What is the point of your prophecies, then? I am glad our paths crossed again, my child. It is a great relief for me to know you are alive, and a great joy to see how much firmer of spirit and mind you have grown over the years of your exile. I think we have a lot to talk about. You have got yourself a most amusing monkey to keep you company, Elliot. She understands our language and even knows a thing or two about customary greetings. Not that any of it makes her a worthy companion for you to have on your path. Right, I'm going to put a bullet through this guy. Is it the Anantag who keeps me at her side? Were it not for her, my soul would have long left this body, or else I would have been devoured by a minion of She Who Thirsts. I would never have learned the truth of what happened to Krudorak. Perhaps we ought to start by introducing ourselves. One forgets one's good manners all too easily in the Dark City. Standing before you is that guy who walks the path of the Farseer. He is the all-seeing eye and the timeless sentinel of Krudorak. He was, that is, either way, a monkey's name is not the kind of thing he would be particularly interested in. In case you were expecting me to introduce you in turn, he will forget your name as serenely as one who forgets a troubled dream in the morning. Elantach, now that is a word I have not heard in years. What other Farseers? Between the homunculus' tortures, I was able to glance inside my kin's desperate minds and saw every soul that was extinguished in this spire. I sang a lament for every brother and sister sacrificed by the Dark Ones. I carry their memory in my heart. If I get out of here alive, their names will not be forgotten. Your senses fail you. Eklundil. Many died, but not all. I was unable to save her, but you could have tried. What is this? Explain yourself. What in all the gods' names made you decide to torture one of my sisters? Are you aware that Farsia's soul is imprisoned in this object? That your every touch causes unspeakable pain to her immortal soul? Really help her. I release her soul from its suffering, but alas, giving her back her body is beyond my ability. Did what I could, but I can only do so much. You have set me free, and I am grateful for the rescue, but what you are doing is wrong. I can free my sister's tortured soul if you let me. I am asking you for one more favor. Then do it. Really, I must confess, I have set little store by your species in the past. Perhaps in some regards, I was wrong to do so. I lost the item imprisoned Farsia's soul. It is done. That you would help us find our way home. The countless hours I spent in the Monkless's cage were not all spent in the throes of agony. I listened, I observed, I absorbed, and I soon learned that an age-old gate built by our ancestors is hidden in the heart of the spire. The webway gate connected to the world outside, I can unseal it and forge our path to salvation. Help you make your way out of the Dark City and leave this place behind. But you must take me to the gate. My mind is still firm and my spirit is unbreakable. My body, on the other hand, will not soon forget pain's embrace. What is the point of your questions, Elentak? I can guide you to the gate myself, but not for Eklundil Ma'ish, who walks the path of the Farsia. The all-seeing eye and timeless sentinel of Kudurak pours the light of truth into the bottomless well of my fear and doubt. I feared this moment would never come. Look at me, Eklundil, and tell me what adversity befell our home. As a council member, you cannot possibly be unaware of the truth. Do not even consider hiding anything from me. Sometimes ignorance truly is bliss, my child, but I cannot deny you your right to know the truth. When we found ourselves amid the stars of this stellar fabric, we encountered a monkey ship. A ship much too puny to take on an Ashurani world, or so we thought. Until the council was struck with a vision of the horror to come, this ship would be our doom. Not only for us on Kudurak, but for all Eldari of kind among the nearby stars. And even for those whose path stretched far beyond the stars. We cannot allow such a thing to happen. When the ship approached, we pierced it with 100 salvos and then rejoiced, for among the wreckage, the rangers found no trace of the foreseen curse. As to Ryan, how wrong we were. The ships that returned from their reconnaissance to our starports were already carrying it on their wings. Whether it was a scratch from a passing wreck or the infected ashes of the monkey ship that the cosmic winds had not had time to disperse, plague crept into our home and immediately began to eat away at the craftworld's very flesh. The Infinity Circuit, the souls of the ancestors, battled the spreading pestilence ferociously, but the world was falling apart and there was no stopping it. Fires collapsed, rivers dried up, the ground itself sank, and all living things turned into a strange blend of organic matter and metal. We fought for our home until the very end, but when it became clear that Kudurak was beyond saving, the Council decided to gather all who remained, board them on the surviving shuttles, and scatter across the galaxy to look for salvation. And that was what we did.
I am afraid you already know the answer, Elentak. You just cannot accept it. Your predecessor, she who previously owned this vessel and your entire protectorate, the monkey who kept a piece of my homeworld in her study, like a trifle or trophy of no great significance.
So it was your accursed kind. Wait, shedding innocent blood will not bring back our home. The Elentak is guilty only of helping me to reach this place and free you. Blood of the executioner of our people flows through the veins of the one you long to save. What has the monkey done to deserve your mercy? You want to know how your kinspeople destroyed my world, so you can follow their example? Answer the question, not for the monkey's amusement, but for the sake of those whose souls dissolved in affinity. First we thought the monkey were in the service of the greatest enemy of our kind, the one who lurks beyond the edge of reality. But the world's affliction manifested itself differently. Distorted Kudurak while avoiding encounters with the souls of our ancestors. We were waiting for Silent Thresh, the Destroyer of Souls, to burst her way in through the gaping wounds of our world, yet her gaze was directed away from our suffering. No one ever managed to identify the nature of the curse, even as we watched it destroy our home. And so, having lost all hope of saving it, we fled. After his cousins found our arcs in the Void's cold embrace, at first it seemed they were going to save us to extend a helping hand, and so we told them what had happened to Kudorak and where to look for it. But our cousins' souls are dark and thirst for blood. My arc was one of the first they seized. Utakari massacred hundreds of thousands of their own kind for fleeting pleasure's sake, and enslaved the Farseers for their accursed experiments, and that monkey was how I ended up hanging in a cage. Completely destroyed. The Arabenian took care of what remained, but that is none of your concern. Oh, interesting. How did Kudorak end up in the Expanse, this close to monkey ships and the Dark One's hunting grounds? That was the path chosen by the Council, my child. We had charted Kudorak's course among the stars for years, and no one had an inkling of the terrible fate that would await us in the place that promised us salvation. No one knew. Farsi looks away for a mere second, but an itching sensation immediately burrows its way into the base of your skull. Something is wrong here. The path I've walked taught me a great deal, to see the truth where it is concealed and not to hesitate to cut off the head of a lying snake that tries to coil around my heart. The entire Farseer Council failed to foresee their world's doom, then everything the children of Asurayan have been taught about paths for centuries is a lie. You are hiding something. Glendale, speak. Speak now. How dare you take that tone with me, outcast? I'm not obliged to justify myself before you, let alone protest my innocence. Freedom of Torture Chamber. This is the thanks we get. We had been steering Kudorak along a course prophesied by the stars themselves until Shah Ail's tumultuous currents cast us to the edge of the Great Wound. A storm was coming, threatening to Kudorak away from its path, so the council decided on a route to safety. Across the nearest Islet of Hope and into the place known among the monkey as the Coronis Expanse. We stood by our decision, but there came a point where the prophecies became ever darker and more unsettling. Someone prophesied altering the course, but the closing grip of raging Sha'ail was blocking our path on all sides. Pretend that the council's opinion was split. My vote was the deciding one in that difficult debate, for I believe that the prophecy that had promised us salvation in the Expanse could not have been a lie. You already know what happened next. So we were doomed. I should have stayed on Kudorak. I could have tried to help those who survived the disaster. If only I had not chosen that accursed path and left the crass world, I could have at least tried to save someone. But the Farseers who made a bad decision. What difference would it have made if you had been on Kudorak? The Farseers, it was not beyond their power. They led Kudorak to prosperity for years, only to become too blind to what was going on around them. Had they not followed the prophecy as the old custom required, had they changed course instead, Kudorak might still be whole. To bring back the past, but you can try to change your people's future. We are both guilty and both deserve a fate much more terrible than death. However, it is too early for us to leave this world before we have atoned for our guilt. Come with me. We have a lot to do before the Great Oblivion. We will find our brothers and sisters and protect them from those who seek them harm. Perhaps we may even find a new home. Your words are like a healing melody flowing into my tormented soul. I accept your proposal, my child. Come back out. Pick up some loot. Journal entries are written in an angular but surprisingly tidy hand. Farsi's mind is aggressively resistant external interface. The mind maggot perished instantly upon being introduced to the system, which has never been observed before. As punishment, the subject was placed in a vibra shackles that chip away at limb bones. Ouch. Webray resonance device. Wraithbone woven battlesuit. That's not going to get used. Assault cloak. After the wearer performs a melee area attack, they gain 5% dodge reduction and parry reduction for each target affected by that attack for the next melee attack. Yeah. I'm not going to run to my inventory and get that one equipped, I can tell you that much. Part 2 is crammed with mechanisms and devices, etc., etc.
My observance.
So what now? What do we find? I mean, I know there's a trap, but
My whispers crave entertainment.
I can only assume it was something up here because he is the first one.
What curiosity
The premonition
unveils
runs
itself before
true.
me?
I don't know what curiosity does unveil itself before you. I'm so confused when they do this stuff. Time that trap, please.
The whispers told me how.
What lies beyond?
No, I mean there's no loot or anything showing up on the map or nothing to, in essence, interact with that I can see.
Keep a sharp eye.
That one first. This
Okay.
comes to something down here,
That wasn't so difficult.
which... Okay. Unless we hadn't...
Patience.
Unless there was
When
an
I'm
explosion by
afraid.
here that we hadn't even discovered yet. But, I mean, there's no more loot on the map, so... All that done. Turns out I did guess the right way to go at the end of last session from very, very patchy memory. We now need to come up here. That way? To the outside? Nope, we've ended up right back at the beginning. I went the wrong way. Go this way. Back up to the top platform. Right. I think. Coming up
They
top.
will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Yep, here we go. Go up to the main hall. Up we go. See, everybody's like sort of cloaks and robes all just shimmering. There must be a bit of a breeze coming.
A tantalizing anomaly.
Not so happy about that.
Yes,
Damn that trap.
the premonition runs true.
As I remember, a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of people over there. A lot of people over there too. I'm going to attempt to go this way.
Curiosity sings in my veins. In the shadows of
Alrighty
the
then.
Imperium's ignorance. My genius blossoms.
Hello, tormented
how
captive.
they fear. What a curious
He just ran
specimen.
forward and then disappeared because we are in fight mode. He is, however, being followed by my herald, so he's yeah, we've got a rough idea where he's disappeared. And yep, all of these guys have come into you as well. That's not a problem at all. But the majority of them do seem like they're on this side. I don't think there's any hiding anywhere else. So
Let us see what I found.
pass right in there. Okay. Turns out we're not going any further in that direction. Let's...
Oh,
There you go. Let's borrow CC for a second.
Oh, what curiosity unveils itself
There you go. So
before
we have
me.
our traps on this side as well. And so let us stick CC in there. Elliot can self in there. Well, yeah, behind that box would be a great place to stick somebody. We're not going to fall for that, though. And when we'll pretty much go towards the end, right? Although, well, no, there is a, on that side, this side, this side. Okay. So we could, in fact, stick a Dira in there. Don't know if you're going to be of any use to me. Same with Pascal, simply because we've got a big trap in the way. But we'll see what we can do. Might be a bit more of a ranged fight. Areas.
Me?
Let's not forget our
If
areas.
you insist, Lord Captain.
Obviously, the bad guys don't set off the bombs. Kind of the whole point. They are traps for me and me only.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Duty demands.
One went down. I'm just going to go and do the exact same thing. Oh, I think we're getting this guy back this time. Oh, we're getting everybody this time. Beautifully done. Okay, the witch is not dead. Hecatrix, which is good, and the Cabalite shooter. Hecatrix being one of the scary ones. Then we've got this witch. Then we go to the other side. Like Vialmaster, witch. Okay. Yeah, Hecatrix is the big and scary, and the Hecatrix is done. Let's give our extra go to
I am not your Xenos
Elliot.
pet monkey.
So much anger. I wish their responses would change over time depending on how they actually feel about you. I mean, I think that would be really nice. That would be quite cool. Let's take out the shooter.
I hear you moving. No more. You are doomed.
Cool, so there you go, we get the double shot. And Hecatrix, as I said, is stunned. Don't worry about them too much.
I understand your intent.
You die undefeated. I'm not quite sure if that works. So we're going to skip your go. We're going to then go and say, can't reach these, unfortunately.
I'll paint
Let's
your
give a full
death
go
in
to Elliot.
colours.
If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Yes.
This tedium is beneath me. I deal death with my hands. If I must.
Just taking them out.
I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause. If I must. No weakness is hidden.
I mean, like,
from
it's
my
just so much
sight.
attitude.
If
Like,
it
you get
serves
bored of
your
hearing it.
cause.
You just get bored of hearing. Okay, seriously, 8 health. You're gonna make me waste a shot on 8 health.
I understand your intent. I hear you moving.
Right, well, that
No
seems to be the
more.
right side dealt with anyway. Seems like we've now just got everything over this side. 9 more people. 3, 6, 9. Yep, that sounds about right. And I still have all of my movement. Then the question is, do I need it? Can I just start shooting people even more?
I am not your Xenos pet. Another soul slips beyond the veil. If it serves your cause.
They might still be alive. Who knows? That's Cass as well. Dira. Yep, let's go and use this heroic act.
The whispers must be us.
I refuse to bow.
Oh no, we do have another Hecatrix down here as well. Alright, 4 people left standing. Unfortunately, I can't quite reach them with several of my attacks because they're just too far away. Let's aim for the guys at the back.
On it.
Pretty sure all of these guys are pure melee. They all do have to come to me.
Will do.
Let's blind the Hecatrix.
I'll return the pain tenfold.
Forward you come. Who do I have? Pascal, who is down the other side.
Advancing.
Got a great chance of hitting them, but... Yep. Pretty much all he wrote. I could have started, you know, weakening people and all that kind of stuff, but it's okay. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, sensory deprivation. Oh! What the douche just killed them? Wick suffers trauma, Wick broken ribs, aftershock deals 46 mental damage, Wick dies. The kill effect, hunt down the prey, effect applied under my protection. Voice of command, no, we went past that. Elliot uses Eye of Hecaton. Suffers this dude. And then shoots. So I don't know. I think that was my target, and then the other guy was the extra target from me killing someone.
This tedium is beneath me.
There you go. If the Hecatrix is still standing, shoot him too.
Oh, and flames! Another one.
Just run and gun. Let's just get some more attacks in. Oh. Nope. Cool. I thought I just shot the square next to him. I was like, oh, that was a good shot. Let's leave that there. Now the question is, Kibula. No, you cannot quite jump over a trap. Then you simply stay where you are, unfortunately. Have the Hecatrix come to us. Oh, beautifully done. Let's give Kibula.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Kibula an extra go.
Let your soul be purged.
Let's make a
Trust me.
bloodbath.
My blade whispers your name. Let the blood of the wicked be shed, and thou hast willed.
Return the pain.
The other side awaits.
Will not submit.
Okay, now nobody move.
Did I mention that my whispers tell me jokes? Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle. Talk about black comedy.
Let's undo some traps before anybody moves anywhere. Alright, now we can go back to the party.
None are better at searching.
Oh, we've got something up here as well. We've just seen up top. Let's
There
go.
will be no peace in my wake.
The Whispers told me how.
Part of a Xeno device that controls the traps in this deadly place. Okay.
Oh, a tantalizing anomaly.
Watch out.
Disable that
That
trap.
wasn't so difficult.
Go and disable this trap.
The premonition runs true.
I know who's waiting for me up there.
In this tapestry of a world,
Let's just come back this way
and
and
rogue thread.
this way as well.
How intriguing.
Hey, we've got the bad guy who refuses to lie down.
Over.
Watch your steps.
Damn it.
Failed.
That wasn't so difficult.
Failed that time. Okay, yeah, beautifully done.
One step at a time.
I sense something nearby.
Amidst the madness.
Would you look at that?
What did we get? Siphon life. Transfer a 10% parry and 10% area attack damage. Carry equipment. Venom chainmail. And blitz boots to wear against +4 damage against enemies who have no adjacent allies. Only applies to the first strike or projectile in a burst attack. Also, the range of the wearer's dash and charge is by 1.
You have encased yourself in metal, priest. You may trick age this way, but you cannot trick death.
Sounds like a friendly threat.
This unit's service life is not determined by entropic degradation. The Omnissiah determines all. He is greater than entropy.
Homunculus's guards, Homunculus's guards. Fantius the Archmage. You survived! What woeful lack of ability to follow orders. You were supposed to die, be it in the arena or in the chasm. However, the servants of Aziraich will soon remedy your blunder. You hear a whisper behind you, Kibler's ardent, ecstatic whisper. She is praying to the Undying One, her eyes closed, a blissful smile on her lips, clutching her weapons in a white-knuckled grip. Then she opens her eyes wide and says quietly, "Cannot tell you how glad I am to meet you again, Bill Tovantin." Specimen, as you might have noticed, this version of the Stifler blocks both energy that bleeds in from beyond the veil and any physical attempts to intrude inside its range. Your attempt at conversing is pointless. Simply continue on the way and your demise, and do not disturb me. Nexus construct, my soul is both naked and swaddled at the same time. The colors around me melt away, and so do my powers. Stifler is enormous and resembles the devices you have seen before. There is no doubt that its purpose is to suppress warp manifestations. However, you notice a few details that are out of step with the construct's otherwise typical Drukhari design. Several of its parts were made from a material foreign to Gamora and fused into its frame by an unknown force. I'm going to have to choose the Iconoclast thing because we are trying to become pure Iconoclast. I need to get to level 5 Iconoclast. I'm going to have to leave it intact. Gain the ability Transcend the Potential. There you go, we've just reached level 4 in Iconoclast. Once per battle, the Rogue Trader may choose an ally. The target ally may immediately use their heroic act without spending momentum. There you have it. Come to character, and there you go, we have just reached level 4. And level 5, there you go, we're on 319 out of 500. Which allows me to get... Any attacks from allies that may hit other allies will be dodged if possible. Any allied abilities that may target an ally and has a resistant test will be resisted by allies. That's good. That means that even... Because even with CC's ability, if I use things like Cass's Open the Eye, I can still stun myself. Stops all damage, but I've still been able to stun myself. But if I always pass resistant tests, I should never stun myself either, because that's what it comes down to. Yeah, so far, I mean, what do we actually have? Rogue Trading 2 random allies start with temporary wounds. In the first round of every combat, the Rogue Trader and their allies gain some additional movement points. We spend 30 less momentum when activating heroic acts, and now I can target someone and immediately give them a heroic act. Very nice indeed. So it looks like we are letting this thing stand because it
in my veins.
apparently is the thing that makes the most sense. Due to
No better at searching.
due to love and let live. Even apparently if it is in the Drukhari homeworld.
Runs true.
Keep a sharp eye.
Did you want something?
Ooh. Flirting with the edge of that trap.
Oh, the irony. Over.
We get 2 attempts at most things now.
Watch your steps.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
My whispers crave entertainment.
Can I get past this?
I dare not provoke the whispers.
Nope, but it didn't do anything. I mean, they already had injuries, so...
Is that?
Question is are there any goods? That's the only reason I came back down this way. I mean, I may as well
How may I serve the
gain
dynasty?
the extra, like, 3 experience from turning this off.
That wasn't so difficult.
I think it's actually more like 8, but still.
Patience.
May as well go and grab this
afraid.
right now. I'm gonna pause and breathe for a second. This is coming up one of the potentially hardest fights,
Whisper and
in
be
my
heard.
opinion, in the game. We're gonna go and remove the fresh tree from
I will mend the
Ghidorah.
thread between body and soul.
Just in time.
Your time has not yet come.
I owe you one.
go. We'll get rid of that fresh injury. Let us go back and, yep, put that back on. Let's have a look at our newest equipment. Minus 20 penalty to agility for 2 rounds. Grants to wear plus 10% parry and discipline area attack damage. Oh, but then it's Drukhari equipment. Going to effect. We had a look at that. Probably not going to come into effect. Neither is the Venom Chainmail. Various devices. Where attacks an enemy behind cover with a ranged attack, cover efficiency is decreased by minus 40%. That attack, I think we had a look at that. With crested sharpshooter rifle. Where did we get that from? That is better than what I'm using. Additional hit chance has increased. The range goes down a smidge, as does max ammo, which has kind of been a bit of a problem. Deal additional damage to larger enemies. Don't know if our current rifle does the same. It doesn't. But they do have over penetration. But still, I mean, look at the damage. The damage is just so much better. So let's go and increase that. Get extra damage against big creatures. We need to remember that. She needs to shoot at the big and uglies. We're good for grenades. We have the attack of opportunity performed against the wearer gains 1 stack of vengeance. Or against stacks of tactical advantage. No. In melee range, also not going to happen. Now, we were thinking... I believe... Did we... Did go flame weapon proficiency. Hang on, let's put this back in type. Let's have a look at our ranged weapons. I don't think I've got a flamer on me. I believe I own about one flamer. And it currently sits with Argenta. I don't think I hold one in stock. But yes, I think not really much difference, hey? Bit of a shame. Nice big grouping of area damage would be good for the fight that I know is coming up. Okay then, let's
Ha! There will be no peace in my wake.
let's go forward. Saving game is impossible. I never tried to save game. Why would you tell me that? Now they're trying to scare me. Goods over here. Goods over here as well. Go on the map.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Oh, look! What a shock and horror. There are people waiting for us. And I don't think she looks very happy. Worm insect, you have the nerve to stand before me again. You should have gasped your last breath long ago. Very well, I will rid this arrogant monkey of her final breath myself. What about you, child of Krudorak? How does it feel to know that you could not save yourself, your family, or your precious craft world? Your death will give me no joy, Archon Iramuris, but it may give peace to the spirits of my kin. Number 3, was it all worth it? Spare yourself the struggle to comprehend the meaning behind my deeds, wretched creature. Krudorak was to be my key to power the likes of which the Reaving Tempest could only dream of. Majesty is mine alone to claim, and I will claim it. No, Archon, you are destined for retribution, blood for blood. I cannot destroy your entire cabal as you destroyed Krudorak, but I have the strength to cut off the snake's head. Poor little outcast, the suffering of your brothers and sisters nourished us for a long time. Now you too will give me your pain. I take such a risk. So be it, I will humor you before death. As long as you step out of another shadow once and for all, I wish to orchestrate a little disjunction. And with my helpless brethren in my clutches, who are capable of tearing apart the veil with their mere presence, it could not have been simpler. When the time came, the Farseers would be my weapon against the Reaving Tempest rivals. Under cover of the Cataclysm, my blades would behead all those who stood in the way of my ascent. We're gonna go prepare to die. You are the one who dies today, and after I am done with you, I will pay a visit to real space to observe the terror and ruin wrought by my cabal. Do you know, monkey, that so many of your kind have had their lives cut short at the hands of their own kin? I used you to purge the ranks of the cabal, to clear all obstacles from my path. I used you to accomplish my goals. I colluded with your kind despite your much vaunted hatred of Xenos, which ought to have prevented any of you from even considering such a thing. My servants are heading out on a new hunt as we speak. Who will become their prey? Which lights will wink out in the void? How many monkey will perish in the darkness? You will never know. Monktimus may play a part of these little games in the arena as he pleases. I am satisfied that he provides the ranks to the cabal. Any final words to speak before your demise? I intend to live, monkey. I will live, and I will continue my work and lead my cabal to great lengths.
Curious creature.
Then we get 2 more Fluffy and Cuddlies from behind. We've got Fluffy and Cuddly in each back corner wing. These grotesques, and they have some pretty... So 20% of maximum wounds at the start of each creature's turn. I mean, that's pretty horrible. Every time this creature suffers damage, it attack gain a 5+5% damage stacks, and it has natural armor. So when I want to take down these guys, I need to focus. Whenever an enemy deals damage to this creature is greater than 15% of the creature's maximum wounds, the creature gains +5 weapon skill and strength. Those will be the same. These ones are slightly weaker versions, I think. Yep, they don't have the healing, but they pretty much have the rest of it. Oh no, they do have the healing. Sorry, they don't have the every time it takes damage. And they have slightly less health, only on 382. I also know for a fact we're going to get guys turning up in the wings. And so... I love our flying V formation, but I'm going to have to break it. We're going to stick you in there. You get to be stuck in there. You get to be stuck in there to hopefully help deal with this. In fact, yes. You can come... Oh, I think that gun eventually turns on as well, if I remember. No, we've got nothing over here that can, in essence, turn it on or turn it off. Let's stick you in there. And Kibula, let's stick you in here. I don't quite know which direction you're going to go in at first, but in fact, let's stick you all the way around here. I don't, like I said, I don't... Oh, back one, put you in a bit of cover. I don't quite know which direction you're going to go in first, whether you're actually going to charge for Immorus or whether you may be going to take out this grotesque. Let's give you the option. Of course, we start with Cass, and then we have all of their big and uglies. Hang on. Oh, you have a liquefier gun, but I think these versions, yes, they have a sword. So they're pure melee. The other guys do have some ranged ability. But they shouldn't be able to hit me for, I'm going to say 2 turns. What's their movement? 6. Yeah, I reckon maybe 2 turns before they get into range. That gives me a bit of time. Now, this looks a bit crazy. I know what you're thinking. Cass is out in the open. Yes, she is. But it's okay. It is okay. Right, so we start with, let's make, yep, her and her 2 friends.
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
Let's double check. These guys are pure melee. Must pass a toughness resistance test. On failure, they suffer 5 damage and gain the bleeding effect. Okay. But yes, there is that. Willpower just plummeted. Beginning of combat, the wearer gains a shadow field effect. While under the effect, the wearer counts as being in full cover against all ranged attacks. Suffers damage from it, revitalizing pain. Every time another creature suffers damage, that does not kill it. Okay. Creature in the front of his zone suffers damage. It must pass willpower resistance test. If it fails, it gains the Thanatophobia effect for 2 rounds. All incubi gain an extra turn. Alright. Yes, he gains extra health. I have a strong feeling that not only is Immorus going to gain extra health per round, but when you get them really low, in fact, let's have a look. It'll have to be in here if I'm true. They actually like restore. Breaking attack, dual weapon combat, combat master, burning touch, the power from pain. I could have sworn, I don't know, maybe I'm remembering wrong. I just have the feeling that she's actually going to go and like fully heal just before dying. She's going to suck. There you go. We can get, this is exactly why I put Cass front and center. Let us, however, backline.
If I
This
may.
side. Realign this side. And front line. Hang on. So we get our goes, and it's Iliot, then Incubus, Grotesque, Pascal, Grotesque, then me. So we unfortunately do go very far back. You have a movement points of 7, however, so you'll get to Kibula. You have movement points of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You probably won't quite reach Pascal. That is in essence that. So the front zone for now, if I can see it, yes, let's put it
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
around Kibala. Right, and then let's see if we can stun people.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
They've gotten rid of all of their cover. How did we do? Stunned? 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 Come on, give me a beautiful... not stunned, it would seem. I don't know if she's even stunnable, but we stunned all 4 Incubus. That's a huge start. So they're out of the game, so to say. I'm going to do the same Lidless Stare, simply because this doesn't stun them, which is fine.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Imaris, nope, not stunned. Probably can't be stunned. Although it does still have 45 willpower, so there could also be that being the big effect. And so, oh, I should have done this at the beginning. That would have been potentially quite a good shout. Mend the warp, 32 willpower and toughness until the end of combat. Let us just go, and we're going to give Elliot the... Question is, if I give it to Adira, is the lightning going to be in range? That's the question. Risk it. Although I could, in fact, as well, sensory deprivation. Let's go for that. Let's see if we can... They are blinded and they have sensory deprivation. Very nice. I mean, weapon and ballistic skill have plummeted. Toughness is still pretty good. It's on 100. They have 130 toughness. I mean, that is just a tough cookie. So we will, of course, make them prey. We will go and make both grotesques prey.
But of course.
And we will 100% dodge and parry on Cass. Then I have to ally turn with all AP and MP remaining from the moment. Yeah, that's going to be nothing. Okay, no, so there's no point in that. Let's go and end turn. Back to Cass. Yep, hunker down, Cass. Get ready to start dodging things. Plus 87. Ouch.
Go back now.
Ouch. What I need to do, I need to get an heroic act on Kibala. The other grotesque. Oh, wow. Shooting at me already. I didn't think that was going to be happening. Look at that. Stun, stun, stunned. They do not recover any health, from what I remember. No, they do not. That is fantastic. The other grotesque will also get a go, and then the other grotesque down at the bottom as well. So, Imaris is being very, very painful, basically. Yes, I need CC to have a go. Because I need to enact Kibala's heroic act, because then we start to get healed by toxic damage as opposed to taking damage. It looks like there could be a lot of toxicity going around. We're going to go perfect spot. Piercing damage.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Yes, 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 I know.
I understand your intent.
These guys don't have cover, so let's not worry about that. Now, do I take out the extras or do I take out the Irameris? Do you know what? I'm going to take out some of the extras first.
I am not your Xenos pet, mortal.
You will pay for this in blood.
This tedium is beneath me.
Oh, they're standing strong. Yeah, standing strong. Come on, finish them off. Ah, you're having a laugh. 2 health left, people. 2 starting health left. Okay, we're gonna simply take an extra shot against... I mean, who's 100% likely to still be standing and still in my range of attack? You know what? No, because we don't want to spread our fire. Let's call it... this grotesque. Oh. Did they get shot by... now wait, your Carnival of Misery. Doesn't show the extra things we've gone and taken. Hang on, let's go to the character. I don't think I took the extras on him for... back to archetypes. Carnival of Misery. Carnival of Misery. All enemies suffering from any damage over time effects immediately suffer an additional effect. All of the executioner's allies are healed by damage over time effects instead of suffering damage. Done. We did take that on him. Absolutely fantastic. So...
I am a savant of destruction.
let us go and heal from toxic damage as opposed to taking toxic damage. Now this dude can... hell, I want them to shoot me now. Let us go and... question is, do I think I can solo this guy and actually deal damage? Because if the longer I take to kill him, as you can see, you know, for instance, he keeps getting a +5 damage. The longer I take to kill him. I need to, like, melt him in one round. So I think I'm going to come around here. I'm going to hope he then runs around back after me. Essentially come to here. Let us and do some Machine Spirit Communion on the way. We're gonna come around to here. We're gonna stack one of these on this guy. Then we're going to... 48 damage. Oh, I didn't do so many of my other things. Never mind. Do those next round. Pain Resonance. And we'll leave it at that for now. Missed? Yes, I am very surprised. I mean, they're shooting me from all the way down there. That must be at the extreme of their range. Okay, we have sensory deprivation on that guy. Let's get sensory deprivation on this guy.
Was that you? Or...
what's the point? So... sensory deprivation. Ability, welfare and prosperity gains 12 temporary wounds. Thanatophobias don't affect applied. Okay, I'll check what that is in a minute. I healed for 4 wounds. Done. Wasn't much, but I healed for 4 wounds. What is this? Suffers damage, it must pass the willpower resistance test. If it fails, it gains the Thana... okay. Oh, so I'm in the zone. Got it. But I didn't get the effect. Okay. And so let us... I think we are going to... zap people very shortly. Go ahead and do that. I'm thinking this guy may take the extra damage from lightning. No, he didn't. But one guy melted. And... full warning on Keebler. Leave that there. And then Keebler. Let me see. Extra damage.
Tenants demand.
Next successful attack is under any damage over time effect, so they're not yet. Right, let us
Trust
jump
me.
to there.
The shadows will see it done.
Now they
Trust
are
me.
under damage over time effects. Let us
As the tenants demand.
spill some blood.
Caught by the web.
Let us jump backwards.
Killing brings me no
Boom!
pleasure.
One grotesque melted. Let's keep stacking this up on them. We'll knock that off the next round maybe. And let us... we should be able to see these guys, surely, because they can see us. Yes, let's make them a little bit blind. They'll heal the damage, I'm not too worried about that, but they should hopefully stay blind and even further decrease their chance to actually hit us. So Keebler, yep, you'll be staying exactly where you are. Let us... deals from that much damage, still 2 stacks of a perplex. Let's throw a grenade. Cool, these guys are almost dead. Piercing shots. There, let's go and
What? Another one is shattered.
work these guys.
Let's see. Eight flames. Another one.
Beautiful, another heroic act. Let us... still got so much we can do. Yeah, we probably don't need to. That unfortunately comes with extra damages. Just a straight up miss.
A genius at work.
Quick reload. I'm gonna give the heroic act to Cass. She gets to go next. Everybody play nice. And
Let's see.
whenever someone attacks someone marked as prey, and yes, let's leave it at that. Here we go. Here are our extras. Let us just say
Isn't this a job
bonus
for the
move to
serfs?
Adira. Please tell me they're in range. Out by what? Oh no, they're in range apparently. I'll take it.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
That's them off the map. Gonna hit the one of them. Oh, beautiful. Let's do that.
If only you knew what awaits you.
And that was that extra turn. We are going to... Now, Pascal, unfortunately, is in a very annoying position. But, because if he wasn't, what I'm saying is, it would be so much better.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Could probably get myself in cover as well, but you know what? I'm not going to. I'm going to stand big and bold in the center. Cass is in charge. There you go. Something does happen. I knew it did. I'll tear your throat out personally. Back up to full health. Now she gets an immediate go. Ouch. I would like to add. Pascal has been brutally murdered. Oh, and here we go. Now the turrets are online. And that was just an extra go, ladies and gentlemen. That wasn't even the go. That was rather brutal. I do declare. Fortunately, but I'm not going to do this. If I could get those guys at the back, I would do this, but not for what we can currently see. They're still under all of the effects. Yes, still under very much all of the effects. And
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Nightmare. Them. And we need to get 6 extra points of movement from killing things. That'll work out beautifully. Alright. Plus 87. Oh, don't come in for melee!
My reckoning will be
No! Oh my days, we're still alive. We are still alive. I can't shoot from here. If I move away, I can only assume. I mean, it doesn't actually show, does it? I don't know, I'm a little bit confused by that. Yes, it does. There you go. There's the blade above them. So I will be chancing an attack of opportunity. Which, as you can see, is very much detrimental for my health. This will do an attack of opportunity. If I technically get to do this first, I may survive. If the attack of opportunity technically comes before this, I will die. Hello, Nemarunya. How are you doing? This is Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. But yes, I can very much see... very much could be Divinity 3 in space. And we're in a very, very tough fight with very many things that are trying to kill me. I hate this fight. I truly, truly hate this fight. And I thought it was actually going really well, if I'm perfectly honest. And then Big Bad and Ugly started to truly kick my ass. Like, massively so. I think if I step away, I'm going to lose another character. Don't really know what else. I mean, I can't just skip a whole turn. Ah, we still got these 2 grotesques down here. I completely forgot about those. We've got a grotesque up here who probably will get into range. Needs to come all the way. Oh, there's the turret behind me. There's not permadeath, no. They do get to come back, but I am currently playing on Iron Man mode. So if I lose this fight, that is the end of Iron Man mode. And consider the fact that I'm about 60 hours into gameplay. It's not a good time to lose Iron Man mode. This is, in my opinion, the toughest fight in the game. We need to get Kibala over here and kill this person, basically. Which I should have done from the start, to be fair. I'm going to have to risk it. I believe I'm about to die, if I'm perfectly honest. I don't think I'm getting out of this.
Swift and silent.
Such is their will.
Yeah, one more character down. Okay, so we're 2 characters down. And have them run into here. Because we need to lightning these guys.
Cover me.
And so therefore, get rid of some chaff. Also help my momentum meter go back in my favor. Well, that's put a lot of extra damage into the grotesque. Are you still... No, you don't still have sensory deprivation. Oh, you do. Sensory deprivation and blinded. Still destroying me, even whilst blinded. That one's already got that. I don't think I... Oh, I can do it against a turret. That's interesting.
But of course.
Let's do sensory deprivation against the turret.
On it.
And let's also then make the turret a little bit weaker. Kibala, Kibala, Kibala. Let's come in and...
A dance of blades and shadows.
Start making...
An offering of blood.
things a little bit more difficult.
I shall not fail.
I should have some Whispers of Death from above, but never mind.
My blade whispers your name. Trust me.
Okay, that is good damage. They're still standing. What we're going to do is pull out all the crazy stops. People get an extra heroic act right this second. Death Waltz.
The undying Emperor whispers his will.
Boom! Oh, did that just destroyed the turrets as well? Absolutely fantastic. I didn't know that was going to happen. Fire Emblem. I don't think I know Fire Emblem. Not off the top of my head. But I've done a lot of Baldur's Gate. I have played Divinity 2. I don't think I've played number 1. This is made by Owlcat, who make the Pathfinder games, but I've not played those either. Okay, apparently I can't actually see this guy, which is weird. Okay, so there's 3 guys left. It's all 3 of the grotesques, and I can't see any of them. Like not a single one. I get some movement though. Let's step out to here.
I know what is to come.
Okay, I'll have a quick look at it just out of interest. Like I said, I've not one that I think I've seen before. Okay, that's either Kibala. Can you reach? No, you can't. You have no movement. Have gone and tried to do a heroic act, and you did a beautiful job, I would like to add. Now, however, let's see if we can mop up and not die. Penetrate.
A wicked thought.
Shoot this guy in the face.
Behold the wrath of madness!
Keep shooting this guy in the face.
A new note in discordance melody.
Here, so we're in cover. And keep shooting this guy in the face.
predictable downfall.
Wow. He blew up beautifully. That was the last guy that was marked as prey, so I'm happy to go and do this. Make that grotesque a nice bit weaker. Reload. Point 1. Balance slaughter. And oh, we do have a heroic act. Ah, the good old Game Boy. That takes me back. What was the Breath of Fire? I want to say Breath of Fire I'm thinking of was one that I did enjoy on the Game Boy. I think that was on Game Boy. It's an old game. No, wait, maybe that was PlayStation. Anyway. But yeah, Breath of Fire was one that I really did love. You're right, you could probably get that on a emulator as well. Firearm Mastery. Now, I am going to hold my heroic act, yes, for Cass. And that. I mean, I'm just not sure. We move from 2012. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it'll be close. It'll be close, most definitely. Let's start with Cass.
Not to cross my gaze.
1 second. I'm gonna. I don't know why, but my chat on my other screen is not scrolling down as you keep saying things, Nemarunia. So you're gonna see me suddenly duck off to the right every once in a while to make sure I can actually read what you're saying. Oh, I moved forward again. That was from clicking back on the screen. Okay, one's definitely stunned.
Not me, Lord Captain.
That one's stunned. This one is stunned. Good. So they're not gonna get a go. Can I still see Kibula for it? Yes, I can.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Oh. What happened to all my movement points? That's not going to go and help me. How many of these? I have 5 of these.
I am your blade and
Let's start
shield.
dancing forward.
As honor ordained, let your soul be purged.
Let your soul be purged.
The other side awaits.
Boom. And dead. I'm so happy. You have no idea how happy I am. Honestly, I think that was potentially the hardest fight of the whole game. And now we finally finished it. All it simply means is that in terms of doing the game in full Iron Man mode,
I will mend the thread between
I have
body
slightly
and
more.
soul.
I actually have some more hope now.
Thank you.
Now, I'm not going to go and say it's going to be easy. I still
There
have
is
to make
life
sure I
in
do
you
it
yet.
properly.
Use it wisely.
But
My frail organics required it.
it's these guys won't have any loot. No, they won't. Let's just quickly gather the loot.
Curiosity
All of
sings
me dead
in
bodies.
my veins.
And we got... At the beginning of combat, the wearer gains the Shadow Field effect. While under the effect, the wearer counts as being in full cover against all ranged attacks. The effect is lost when the wearer is hit by a ranged attack, suffers damage from it. Beautiful. Whenever bleeding, burning, or toxic effect inflicted by the wearer deals damage to an enemy, that enemy suffers minus 5% armor. The wearer gains 5% critical hit chance against them. Stacks. Grants the wearer's intelligent bonus percentage dodge to the wearer and their allies. Ooh, that could be real nice for Pascal. That's about another 8 or 9% dodge. Decreases all incoming damage except direct damage by 1%. I believe that. Oh, not quite everybody.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
It's some chaff that we destroyed earlier. Yeah, what? That's the thing. I'm assuming even on ATS Iron Man, you still get to choose your difficulty. Into the webway. Let's get out of here. I've got this on daring difficulty, which is one up from recommended difficulty, but for me, it's actually normal mode, because recommended difficulty, you actually get bonuses on. Like, you get some stats in your favor. So, I don't know. For me, this is normal.
With the physical horrors of Kimura behind them, a long and arduous journey possible only with the help of a Xenos guide lay ahead for the rogue trader and her party. From one strange destination to the next, through unknowable environments, the mere sight of which could drive one to madness. Despite the challenges, they managed to escape the labyrinthian webway and find their way back.
I must say, the people in this picture are wearing much, much nicer helmets and hats than I am. I mean, half of them have got pirate hats. Where's my pirate hats? Yeah, fair enough. Find a way to escape Kimura. Oi, who you lot? You're not bandits, are ya? Ooh. I'm chumming around with inhuman scum, no less. Begone, you lanky freak. I compile you in the Saint Cognatius's name, in Saint Nicomedes's Keef's name, in Saint Drusus's name. Is this monkey possessed or simply mad? And I require something of you. No, he's insulted me. Throne above, your ladyship have mercy, didn't recognize you. Uh-huh. Turns out we haven't sent out enough portraits of myself. I must say, though, can I move my camera? Oh, I can't, it's centered on him. Like, what a fine-looking party we have right there. I'm just a lowborn, a small, humble man. I've only ever seen your lustrous visage on the holy icons in the temples of the capital. What do people of Janus say about my abduction? What's that? Did some rotter abduct you? Who could perpetrate such villainy? Kidnapping her ladyship, the nerve. We ain't heard nothing here on Janus. Who are you? I'm a scout, your ladyship. I wander the woods, I test the soil. Tech priest told me, once 1,000 steps you have walked, thrust the mystical probe into the soil, say a prayer, then press the smaragdine seal. Offer 3 prayers to the emperor, then press the ruby seal. Thus will the probe test the land and tell you what minerals dwell therein. Wow. And this is coming from a whole background that doesn't want anybody to worship anybody as a god. How are things in the colony? I won't shame myself from complaining. We live thanks be to the God Emperor and your ladyship. We pray for your health every day. Our new masters, the Ultra Inquisitors. They're a dignified bunch. They fancy the learned type, though, and no good ever comes from scholars. But on the upside, they are paying you thrones for your service. Can you believe it? I hadn't seen a throne in my whole life. And they are giving us 2 for every month's work. As this plague going around on Janus, though, makes your hair fall out, your skin go pale, and your voice disappear. Turns normal emperor-fearing people into right freaks, scum of humanity. We call folks like that wretches, scary to look at. Better put them all down. Well, we do, little by little, with poison. Is the governor well? Can't say I have the foggiest. We've never even heard the governor's name, but it still beats living under that accursed heretic, Vistenza the Bloodsucker. In a jiffy, your ladyship, please be welcome to our flying ferry. It's right over yonder in the bush. It's also where our expedition's fox wizard is staying. Will your capital offer protection? I do not wish to exchange one prison for another. Will that there chatty mug be flying to the capital with your ladyship? He's got an awful big mouth. He looks like trouble. Xeno's coming with me as my guest. Oh, this won't end well. With guests like these, better grab them by the floppers and to the pyre. Burn them right quick. Okay, nice. Smells like conspiracy. Smells like teen conspiracy. Oh, nice. Okay, and how old is it? Like, does it still play quite well? Because that's quite often a problem with really old games. Although I suppose you're playing it on a Game Boy emulator, aren't you? So that would kind of breach that gap. I wonder... Oh, sorry, ATS. My bad. My bad. Sorry, acronyms throw me. I've lived with far too many acronyms in my life. This guy is keen. I don't know what's about to happen in the world, but this guy is a keen bean ready to kill anything that comes near me ever again. Look at him. He is ready for him. Fire Emblem Iron Man. ATS again. I'm struggling on hard. What am I playing on? I'm playing on the third difficulty. I forget what you call them. Because you've got I know you've got Pioneer and Settler, and then you've got something, something, and something. Is it 5 difficulties? But I was playing on the third one. But because I don't actually have Rainpunk engines, I don't actually have to deal with the Blight. So that makes it kind of easier. Who are we focused on here? We've kind of got horrible angles on the go. Okay, everyone's, look, drawn weapons. Everyone is ready to kill anything that looks at them wrong right now. It's fantastic. Welcome to the bridge, Lord Captain. Like the rest of the crew, we are overjoyed by your return and thank the Emperor for it. The crew stares in awe and terror at the giant towering over the crowd. Some make the sign of the Aguilo on their chest, others collapse to their knees with a prayer to the God Emperor on their lips. Lord Captain, allow me to express how glad I am that you have joined us alive and unharmed. Shireen, light of my eyes, I am overjoyed to see you among us once more. Who the Exalted One is merciful for showing us the way back home. Welcome back, Rogue Trader. No trial could break the will of the Emperor's chosen or stop her from returning to those who have put their hopes in her. How much do you know about my abduction? Not much, Lord Captain. All contact with your party was lost shortly after the supposed pirates boarded the ship and abducted your companions' kinspeople. We immediately sent shuttles with boarding parties to your aid, but we didn't find anyone on the ship save for the crew, all of whom had either been butchered or driven insane. Heinrich's gaze is focused on Elliot, his eyes burn with undisguised hatred and a promise. Elliot's expression is inscrutable, but her eyes are fixed on you and you alone. Since your ladyship's body was never recovered, we hoped against hope that you were still alive. Alas, even our most alert Augur operators never spotted anything suspicious, and thus our ignominious failure put you in dire peril. Heinrich's gaze, tense and almost desperate, is focused on you, but he says nothing for now at least. Dare we inquire what happened to your ladyship? Number 3, I'm gonna lie. Veteran voice for prestige 1 to 20. Death to the enemies of House von Valencius. Show us the culprits and we'll tear their heads off, the lot of them, then stack them next to your throne, Lord Captain. Yes, I mean, you know, skulls for the skull throne. Why not? Where has my ship been all this time? That's not too heretical. Ah, right, so you get to choose your number on Prestige. I've always wondered that, because everyone keeps talking on Discord about P4 and P6 and P15, and I'm not quite sure what's going on. The Officers' Council decided to take the ship to Footfall, where one can hear the gossip of the entire expanse. Our agents tirelessly searched for information about your ladyship. Had we heard even a whisper of where you were imprisoned, we would have immediately launched a rescue expedition. While you're absent, Lord Captain, we made every effort to find you. That resulted in a number of modifications to the ship that have significantly upgraded it. Thanks to a favorable deal secured by the esteemed High Factotum, the ship is now equipped with state-of-the-art Augur systems and direction finders from Kiava Gamma. I wish to return to my duties immediately. But the crew is overcome with joy and gratitude to the Emperor. Nonetheless, your will is absolute. The senior officers will report to you shortly. In your absence, we received a number of astropathic messages and dispatches that demand your attention. Oh, that's Nomos. Kind of slowly, weirdly lurching towards me as servitors. Hello, Nomos have come to welcome you back. We sense that a great deed has been done, a vivid imprint on existence. You did something very important. What was it? And I showed them mercy. It suits you. What we see in you, light and connections without the urge to destroy. Did Nomos say it correctly? I am glad you are learning. Nomos are glad too. We must go now. We will come to speak with you later. We felt sadness when we could no longer communicate with you, and we were worried about your fate. One can detect with the naked eye the moment when Nomos leaves the bridge. The servitors stop moving in sync and slowly shuffle off to their posts. Ah. And I'm assuming it caps out at Prestige 20. That's going to be the goal. I look at her slowly drifting away, zooming out of the bridge, and then we just snap back. Your ladyship must report highly compromising information about a member of your retinue, namely Mistress J. Hidari, who it turns out is nothing of the sort, but a commoner, a fugitive from the law, a deserter from the Imperial Guard. I have solid evidence to prove it. How did you come to know of this? Your ladyship's absence, the burden of watching over the dynasty's treasury fell upon my shoulders. I deemed J. Hidari the likeliest threat to the dynasty's material security. I had my people conduct an investigation, and they uncovered a past connection between Hidari and an individual by the name of Mercy, a highly influential figure in the Casballica mission with a dangerous reputation. I've met the person. Being that the predatory interests of the Casballica would pose a threat to your coffers, I began my own investigation. It was entirely reasonable to suspect collusion of some kind between Hidari and Mercy, and so my suspicions were confirmed. The two were connected. It was from Mercy's associates that I acquired the compromising intelligence on Hidari. I wish to see the details. I may have overlooked some nuances, but I have solid evidence that the person whom we presently know as J. Hidari served in the 19th Efreet Regiment and was identified as the perpetrator of numerous instances of theft and smuggling, as well as desertion. And this individual is not of noble birth, but of the lowest origins. Better be incontrovertible. It is all here, your ladyship, official records from the Administratum Estatations, from Department Minitorum, and a bunch more. Besides, I wish to see Jay, who comes holding her weapons in her hand. Shocked me, did you little wannabe quester? Don't miss a thing, your servant Cece, and they're sneaky as too. They'll climb up a Grox's arse to find out what they want to know. I think we need to talk about your past. Only if this scum slings its hook.
Well, your ladyship, ask away. I'll tell it like it is. I'm not going to try to wriggle out of it.
Who is Mercy?
We knew each other once. He helped me make the move to the Expanse and establish my first connections. But that's an old story I prefer not to poke at if I can help it. Things are good in my life now, and I don't need mercy.
Tell me your real story.
So what do you want to hear, Shireen? A children's tale about a beautiful princess? A ballad about a queen of thieves? How about a new story, Shireen? Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived on a sand-covered lump of rock, and the core of that rock contained untold riches for servants of the Imperium. The girl scraped out those riches with her little hands, breaking her back and coughing up her lungs, on behalf of people who had never clapped eyes upon her, and who would never know her name. She did this every day until she turned 16, and then his servants came and drafted the girl into the 19th Efreet Regiment. Can you imagine? Of course, the regiment was wiped out on its first sortie. But the girl survived. The Exalted One protects. So what was next? Years serving in the Astra Militarum, just a shitload of hard labor, and fighting, and deals, and shady connections, and new opportunities. But everything in this world ends sooner or later, Shireen. The now not-so-little girl went and fell in with the Casballica. She saved up a little gold, and she even indulged in excess from time to time. Until living the good life almost cost the little girl her head after her patrons got caught in an internal investigation between the Officio Prefectus and Departamento Mun. So the girl ran as fast as her little legs could carry her, until her eyes and the beams of fortune brought her to the Expanse. A shitty story, all things considered.
Used to be in the Imperial
Corporal
Guard.
Hidari reporting for duty, ma'am. I've had enough of the Astra Militarum shit to last a lifetime, Shireen. And my body's collected enough souvenirs from run-ins with Xenos and heretics to last 2 lifetimes. Except when it comes to the Guard, there's no such thing as used to be. That wretched life sank its claws into me good. But that also means it was orcs.
Aha.
Not everything I say is a lie,
The orcs chopped her hand off.
What? You think it's difficult? Once me and my fellow guardsmen snuck into the upper city in search of a good watering hole where the high and mighty of that world congregated. Another time, our regiment was sent to defend the tallest spires on a hive world. And I had an epiphany. I saw how the other half lived. My eyes were open to the truth, Shireen. The Imperium is full of opportunities, even for people like myself. The trick is knowing...
I see.
Whoop the fu... Never mind.
Hill, you will answer for everything you have done. I think you've covered everything. Return to your duties. Thought of keeping you by my side makes me sick. Remove yourself. Nope. About your new persona.
Are you worried I'm going to start spitting on the deck and shriveling your officers' ears with my foul tongue? Don't be, Shireen.
Return to your duties.
Sir, yes, sir. Your ladyship, Shireen.
Okay, who's next on the big old conversation? Oh, next we have... Now then, Lord Captain, shall we get to business? We have a number of items to go over. Again, Abelard, put the sword away. Calm yourself. First and foremost, I have news about your subjects. In the time you were gone, the servants of House von Valancius have toiled tirelessly in their service to you and for the benefit of the entire Trade Protectorate. Once word of your return reaches every von Valancius worldwide, the masses will be ecstatic. Never before has the Expanse known a leader as merciful as you. The fanatics of the Creed may whisper about the heresies of the mind burgeoning under your rule, but your benevolence has forever captured the souls of millions of ordinary people. A world that is part of House Corda's domain was attacked by the vicious Drukhari. The Expanse is in flames. Your ladyship squadrons and smaller groups of despicable Drukhari raid our systems. The cult of the Final Dawn has emerged in full force, wreaking havoc everywhere. We've heard rumors of the fall of Santiel's pride, House Corda's world, an outrageous sacrilege given how abundant and inexpensive Promethium is here. Strife has broken out between House Winterscale and House Corda. Chaos reigns everywhere. Only the esteemed Lord Inquisitor is trying to fight it, concentrating all available forces at Footfall to draw them into a fist that will smash the rampaging heretics and Xenos scum. Drukhari, your ladyship, their squadrons, both large and small, are invading the Expanse. How fare the worlds of my dynasty? The heretics' malicious acts make it difficult to maintain astropathic contact with the colonies. The cult of the Final Dawn strikes everywhere, and their sleeper agents are active on every planet. On Phobos 6, a mutiny was crushed after a group of newly arrived prisoners succumbed to the blasphemous propaganda, but other worlds stand firm against the onslaught of the enemies of humanity. He is leading the defense, good old Inquisitor Kalkazar. From there, his fleet strikes through the Expanse, destroying the forces of the cult of the Final Dawn and abominable Drukhari. When heretics lay siege to Euphrates II, the hallowed forge of the Cognizance fleet, the Lord Inquisitor sent an enormous force. Now they and the Explorer squadrons, recalled from the front line, stand together against the heretics. What is the source of strife? When the esteemed Lord Inquisitor called upon the rogue traders to join his forces, her ladyship heeded the summons, and Lord Caligus Windscale ignored it. Windscale ships are being hunted, and his worlds occupied under the pretense of compelling them to submit to the Imperial Creed. Surprising for all of his other fighting, Windscale is in no hurry to defend his domain. He and his retinue are currently on Quetzet Temer, hunting down a Xenos fleet. Anything else? There have been other minor developments. If you so wish, I will gladly bring you up to speed on the bridge. I would not want them to take any more time away from this occasion. Thank you for your support. Allow me to make a request, a personal one. While you're away, the Crime Master received an message from Dargonus. The Viserion family have been accused of treason. How is that possible? I cannot comprehend it. Continue. The accusations were leveled on behalf of the Drive Stems. I will personally take part in the investigation. Thank you all very much. Love your work. Oh, and now we have... This is Adira. I think. Yes. Hurriedly enters the study, sniffling and hunching her shoulders. She looks haggard. There are bags under her eyes. Her hair is disheveled and her hands quiver slightly every few moments. With some effort, she focuses her eyes on you and forces a crooked smile. I want to thank you for not leaving me with the sick homunculus. And I'm sorry if I said a bunch of things I shouldn't have said. I was pretty out of it. You just don't know what it's like to finally be alone with your own thoughts. It wasn't easy to give that up and believe it was just another trap set up by the Xenos. Well, thanks to you, things are back to the way they've always been. The doors cracked open again, and my dear old whisperers are back to torture me. The rascals. You know, I didn't come here just to get all teary-eyed and grateful on you. It's something important, something about my whispers. See, I've been having some interesting visions. And I feel like how we deal with those visions is going to decide my fate. I know it sounds dramatic, but I'm being dead serious. I keep having the same vision over and over again. I'm walking down a corridor, and there's this door at the end. And I just know that right behind that door is blissful silence. All I've got to do is reach out and open it. So I touch it with my fingers, I can feel the cold, rough metal. And then I suddenly snap out of it and always find myself staring at a wall in some compartment or other. I look behind me and all the doors on the way are open, but I have no memory of how I got there. Lord Captain, I'll cut to the chase. Please help me find that door. I'm not joking, this is a matter of life and death. My gut tells me it's my last chance to deal with my powers, and if I don't... I have questions to ask. Do visions have any clues as to where to start looking? Vague ones as usual. I think I can hear muffled cries of some weird birds, and my head is sweating like it's somewhere hot. I'm surrounded by rockcrete, your everyday Imperium stuff, except it reeks of burnt flesh, fried cables, and chemicals. And it gives off a sense of despair. Suffering, thick like tar, hangs in the air, gets into your nose and throat, makes you sick. I've only been to one other place that felt like that, the homunculus's lair. Sorry, that's about it. Nothing more concrete, but I think if we get close enough, I'll sense it immediately. Is the door you describe similar to the door your whispers come from? No, well, I don't know. It feels different. The one from the visions feels very, I don't know, real. I can even touch it. It's definitely not an illusion. It really does exist somewhere. And trust me, neither of us wants to open the other door, the whispering one. Who think is behind the door? Maybe it's some incredible implant from the tech priest's secret stores, or I don't know, a serum kept in the Inquisitor's vault. There's such a thing as archaeotech, right? Plenty of it lying around. Maybe some of it could help me. What if it's a trap? No way, it can't be. Whatever, I'll go in alone if you like. Just please help me get there. I have no more questions. We'll find this door, I give you my word. I know you wouldn't leave me in a bind. As soon as I sense we're close, I'll let you know right away. Alright, here come 10,000 requests. We're probably going to get one from every single one of my retinue. And your Ingress Spirit, and thanks for deigning to speak to me. Here's the thing. My network of trade representatives have stretched a little too thin recently, like a chiffon dress on a whore. Supplies are all over the place. Orders aren't being fulfilled. Clients are kicking off, and not without reason. If that wasn't bad enough, my guys running things from Footfall have been incommunicado recently. An astropathic message has finally come in to tell me why. Some Ashmag or Ashmags, from Smite them, has captured my gang, and they're threatening to kill every last one of these hard-grafting whelps if I don't do what they want. And they only want one thing, my Mercantum Tabula Officiale, in exchange for my gang's lives. But I'm not giving up my certificate for anything. And nor am I going to leave my guys high and dry. That's why I am begging for your help and protection. Did not say who sent the message. You know yourself that all this astropathic chit-chat is nothing but a stream of images, thoughts, and intentions, nothing concrete. But I don't need the name of the sender, I already know it. I can smell Falco's stench all over this, or else it's Vladium's doing. When we reach Footfall, I will help your associates. Very much. Who's next? Everybody! This is the good old fun about changing from chapter to chapter. You suddenly get spammed with more information than you ever care. Enough Xenos, justice will be done one way or another. Slither all you like, heretic spawn, but you will never leave this ship unscathed. Okay, turns out they're not a great fan of Elliot. The bridge is enveloped in unusual silence. The officers on duty are huddling in the corners, looking on curiously at what is transpiring in the center. What is going on? Catching sight of you, the curious crew members dash to their posts, leaving only the senior officers in the middle of the bridge. For how long are you going to tolerate this filth on your ship, Cece, this foul traitor, who has already dragged you into the darkness once, and who almost left your protectorate without its sovereign? Rogue trader, has Ordari heresy clouded your judgment? Treachery always means death, either for the traitor or the one betrayed. You almost died on Komorra, your retinue, you know what became of them. Is it not high time that justice was done? Those present nod wordlessly, but do not dare interfere. Now this is a fine spectacle. The Inhuman gets what she deserves. Let us all watch and laugh. Wow. Elliot does not react to the curses being slung at her with an imperturbable expression. She watches the crowd before her, then turns her gaze to you. I'm not even quite sure what that means. Was harmed. by her deed, and that will be enough. Anyone else want to share their thoughts? In which humanity have no place among humans, you know this. But death is far too merciful a sentence. What I endured was far more terrible. I don't know, Lord Captain. You can punish her, but, you know, death is permanent. It's not like we were stuck in Camorra forever, you know. The heinous behavior pattern of the Xeno entity and of specimens similar to her statistically lead to unfavorable and unpredictable outcomes. Vil Elliot does not deserve death. For her, it would be a release from her sorrowful lot of being an unclean Xenos, but we do deserve her death as payment for what we have endured. Oh, well, that's helpful. Interpretable bubble. Yeah, exactly. It's a bubble that's interpreter. I don't know. Elliot blinks, blankly surveys the crowd. Oh, execute, execute, execute. Will now apologize to everyone who was harmed by her deed, and that will be enough. Elliot's face contorts in a mix of emotions, from anger to hatred to dejection and despair, but soon she musters her courage and in a stilted, barely audible voice says, "My words will not heal the wounds on your bodies, and still I regret what you had to endure because of me. Words will not fix what has been done." Xenos apologies ring hollow. There is neither repentance nor truth to them. Disappointed by the outcome of the confrontation, the officers present slowly return to their duties. Are you all right? You monkey have had it worse. I will live, and the wounds of my soul will eventually heal. They will live too, but their souls will forever bleed painful memories. Do you really not care about what happened, or are you trying to conceal your true feelings again? I am sorry that my mistake led anyone along the paths of the Dark City. I can see their pain and rage, I understand, but words and pity will not help them. Only time and perhaps revenge, which will dull their pain for a little while. But you have taken away their chance for revenge, and all we can do now is wait. They will forgive you, not all of them, and not right away, but they will. You cannot believe that, Elentak. I do not need words of comfort. The words of these monkeys do not touch my soul. Only your thoughts matter, yours and mine. Until we meet again, Elentak, may the darkness scatter into a myriad of new stars before you. Does anybody else want a conversation? No! We are finally free to go and start our own conversations. Right. Again, everybody is... They've all got weapons in hand. I think that is 100% a bug.
Lord Captain.
I must take my leave until next time. Captain. Everybody saluting with their weapons in their hand might cut off their own noses. And then you said the incident marked the beginning of Nomos. What did you mean by that? Nomos, remember, you brought us data sustenance and it contained a name, Epitaph. We recognize it. No, not like that. In that name, we recognize the place where Nomos originated. Interesting. Must take my leave. Who else? Heinrichs is around here somewhere. Soft, gooey scented Heinrichs. Again, people put your weapons away.
Do I owe this visit?
Board of Elliot. I want you to take the... No. I must take my leave. Let's not accidentally get rid of anybody. Go to the high fact totem shortly, because I think most of these people are just going to be nothing new.
You are spoiling me with the splendor of your
Later. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything new.
The Omniscient may.
Yeah, okay. The only person that might then maybe... Let's see if Elliot has anything to add compared to what she's already gone and said. This guy's still standing on the edge.
The Dark City released us from its thorny embrace. The wounds of the body will heal. But what about the wounds of the soul? Kruderok fell, and its demise shattered the fragile lives of countless children of Osirian. Scattered across this part of the galaxy, hounded by the monkey. Hatred is strangling me like a snake, and fear is coursing through my body like a burning poison. For the path I chose is leading me down the roads of failure. I can neither hold back my grief, nor rein in my anger. And yet, I am powerless to stray from my path. Pay no heed to my fleeting wrath, Elentark. When the will slips away, the soul trembles with rampant emotions.
Are you all right?
I found myself in the Dark City after following the twisted roads of truth and lies. And although the truth blossomed like an ugly bud and scratched my soul with its thorns, I did find the answers to my questions. Those who come back from the dark of the webway will never be the same. But it is we who change while the surrounding world remains imminent. This thought gives me strength.
Variable
I have no need for your sympathy, Elentark. Besides, neither Monkey nor my dark kin found the decaying remnants of Kruderak. Perhaps all is not lost. As soon as Eklendil gathers his strength, he will depart the Lilithon through the Webway Gate. Do not ask where his path takes him.
Where does your path take you?
On the trail of a monkey called Caligos Winterscale. Even a worm may harm a wounded tiger by bringing infection into an open wound. And the wounds of my people.
Right, so let's actually go and check my quest. The Sorrowful Phalanges. We still need to find traces of the Gene Stealer cults. We have to go speak to the Lord Inquisitor. We have to go to the word of Quetzaltemir. Companion quests. Wait and search, that's Nomos. Blood Ties, visit Dargonus, that is for Abelard. The Door. We have to try and find a planet for Idira. Rat Hunting. Footfall for Jay. Latest news. High Effect and Jonas and Voxmaster are ready to share the latest news. And then some nonsense from them. Okay. Let's just have a quick check. Kibala.
Take heed, Nemo. Our blessed Domin.
How are you holding up?
I am ashamed.
Hesitation. Now that I can see the stars.
Said, of how I acted. Of my hesitation. Maybe.
Dialogue. Let's maybe quickly check up on Dira as well. You told anything more about the door from your visions?
No, Lord Captain. Not a thing. And I'm wandering from bay to bay, scaring the crew.
Take my leave.
Of course.
And right, let's start with this guy because I've got to have a bit of stuff to do with the high fact totem. They brought you anything interesting? The Vox transmission I sent not long ago, the Lord Captain. The thoroughly encrypted message contained the coordinates of a landing site on a certain planet marked as rare cargo. A multitude of scout ships tirelessly explore the expanse in search of new resource deposits, but unfortunately not all of them represent the interests of the Von Valancius dynasty. Occasionally intercept Vox transmissions from ships prowling in your domain in search of easy loot. An asteroid the size of a small planet has been discovered in Soto's tomb system, and these prospectors believe there may be wealth of resources hidden there. A few pilgrims from Footfall who were graciously welcomed aboard have been filling the crew's minds with tales of a world of the Ascended. They say that prayers on a world near the cold star Cinerus Maleficum have not ceased for several hundred years. They claim that the God Emperor himself chose this planet and raised all of its people to his halls. We have suppressed these rumors, but etc, etc. Stuff is going on. That'll be all for now. Live to serve. That's his update. That I don't think would have given me any more quests, but in terms of rumors, we do have some extra rumors regarding covert underground facility ready to kill intruders without mercy. In the depths of the facility, the rogue trader discovered cryovaults containing dead bodies. Sentiel's Pride, a world that is part of House Quarter's domain, was attacked by vicious Shikari. He breaks 2 sacred planet on the depths of Mechanicus is in peril. Then we have a whole bunch of contracts. Nothing new by the looks of it. We have 0 people. That's a stat that we need to improve. Pleasure to see you, Lord Captain. How may I be of assistance? Keep me apprised of things. You discovered a world that is home to a long-abandoned colony founded centuries ago by one of our predecessors. A ship was sent there carrying several thousand colonists who were to restore the derelict settlement. Dum-dum-dum. As the ship entered its system of destination, contact was lost with it, and the fate remains unknown. In addition to that, your ladyship, pirates have presented a serious problem for your domain. For centuries, a group of bandits headed by a ship called the Elusive Contempt. We get to chase that bugger around. And the Aspect Crier has received a series of alarming messages concerning the Nama 4 system, where a dangerous space anomaly has supposedly manifested itself. Okay. There's something else. Lord Captain, the ship's afterpass have caught echoes of alarming messages. Unidentified ships abandoned by their crews have been spotted in several systems of the Expanse. May only be a rumor, but those who encountered them have gone missing. And right, so... order shipping and transportation of some goods. Good. We've gone and completed that quest. We now get the second half of all of this, which we do get some dragon scale power armor, but we've gone heavy armor with Pascal, so that's a little bit annoying. Hymn of Vehemence, not mad. Modified Artificer armor, more power armor. Cold-blooded blade sword. This blade has additional attack called Double-Edged Strike. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. I think we want that very much. Partner in Death. In addition to the wielder attacks an enemy, the wielder makes an attack of opportunity against the enemy if possible. Oh, very nice. Righteous Justice. The two-handed power sword. High spinner armor. We've got some lovely armor for... ooh, 70% armor on a medium. Prize Dogmatic Zealot. Okay. That's not going to happen, unfortunately. Commander's Chrono. When the wielder kills an enemy with its weapon, Veil Degradation is reduced by the wielder's psi rating. After that, the wielder gains +1 psi rating for 1 round. 4 sword, very nice. Got some Astartes gear. Notes on weakness. Okay. We'll grab, may as well just grab the flashbang, the advanced medikit, Laurels of Command. Throw gains move ability and cost 0 AP. Military Combi Tool. Whenever the wearer uses a non-attacking consumable item, counts as an attack of a different type for them for versatility purposes. And if we go to the Explorators, we have the Deadly Repeater, which we no longer need. I really wanted that weapon. Speed of concentration, improved injector, more stun grenades, Deadly Repeater, and Visor of Inevitability. And okay, this is where we ended last time with the Tempestuous Carapace. We've got some new swords, a holy... ooh, that's quite nice. A holy symbol, Mars pattern power axe, Metal Claw gloves, Commander's visor, Forge World Origin Skitari Ranger armor, Holy Power armor, Modified Breacher's armor. We're actually using Breacher armor, I think, currently. No, we've moved on to Psyker armor for Heinrichs. What do we come down to the bottom? War World Origin, Tempestus Elite Carapace armor, Litany of Imperium Fury. Every psychic or navigator power used by the wearer's ally deals additional direct damage to all enemies in combat equal to 0. Ghost Hound the Pyre. Two-handed flamer. The Adeptus Astartes equipment. 60 to 90 damage, though. That's a wonderful little flamer we've got going there. And if we have a look at Casbalica Mission. Oh, here we go. Stormbolter. That looks like a load of rubbish. Vortex Pendant. Each time they choose an ally or themselves as a target of an ability. And Curse Bringer. One-handed four-sword. And then some of the extra stuff we've gone and gained. We've got a bolt pistol from the Astartes. Is it heretical, though? No? No, that's not good. That's good. That's good. Cloak of Bloodthirst. The wearer's target suffering from bleeding. The wearer's melee attacks deal an additional 2% damage for each point of the target's agility bonus. Okay, so that'll be maybe like 12 or so percent. Breath of Purgation. Visitor's Badge of Office. The wearer automatically passes any coercion test. Oh, interesting. Demolitionist's Goggles. Whenever the wearer fails a demolition skill test, they can immediately re-roll it using agility instead of demolition. My demolition's going to be much higher. That's a terrible idea. Creature's Braces. Okay. Fortress World Origin for Heretical. Emergency Drill. Heavy Rock Saw. I don't quite get the rock saw stuff we've got going on. Reinforced Voidsman armor. Now that's what we're talking about. Iconoclast Zealot. This armor is immune to critical hits as long as no party member has been prone throughout the entire combat. Oh, interesting. They're immune as long as no one's been knocked down. Base armor, plus 50% armor against melee attacks. That's nice. That's actually really nice. That's the very last thing, though. Armor piercing ammo. Wielder's single shots and deadeye shots reduce the target's deflection by damage. Whoa, hang on. Single shots and deadeye shots reduce the target's deflection by damage dealt. So that's just going to remove deflection, because deflection usually comes to a number of like 8 or 12 at a push. I usually do like 50 damage. That's insane. The wearer becomes the least priority target as long as they have no enemies or allies adjacent. Nice. And then, more importantly, if we go to the Imperial Navy, we can't actually get anything, but if we go to Reputation, select Tradable, Trade, gets us a whole extra level, Void Sunder Lance Battery, and Galleon Adamantine Void Ship Plating. I mean, these are just a few more ship components. Gonna have to have a really hard think about what I want to collect on all of these. Let's, however, go to my Void Ship. We've just gonna grab this Void Sunder Lance Battery. Medium range. Currently on long range. It does have a lot more damage. I do quite like the ability of long range. And we managed to grab this, which 12 points of damage on the port and starboard, 5 points of damage on the fore and aft, 9 points of damage on the fore, 5 on all other sides. So yep, let's put the port and starboard armor up to 12. That was just a straight upgrade, so that can go to cargo. Don't need to worry about grabbing it back. Let us... I'm not going to switch that in quite yet. Hang on, posts. Yep, we've probably lost a whole bunch of people. Supreme Commander would be Cass. Field Master is Pascal, and Warp Channeler is Dira. Oh, and Master of Etherix is Elliot. Let's go and equip everybody back to their posts. Let's have a look at our colony management. We finished Crusade. Security went up by 3, and we got... and deals plus 8 critical damage to Xenos and Demons. Also, they can reroll a failed test once per test. Okay, nobody else has anything for me. And we should now have the full... No, we don't have rank 4s. Interesting. Ah, we don't have rank 4 projects quite yet. I wonder what opens those up. I wonder if I have to finish all available rank 3s, which I probably have not done here. No, I have. So I do wonder what opens all of those up. Interesting. Maybe they'll open up shortly. Right, so that's all of those. Right, let's come back here. And what do I want? We've got a Psi Focus. The wearer deals an additional 0 warp damage with their melee attacks. Scout Armor. Oh, that's really nice. Base armor property plus 50% if the wearer is in full cover. That's really nice. Auto Stimulant. To effects depending on the number of unyielding... Yeah, it's... happen. Overcharged Plasma Gun could be quite nice. Boots of Silence. Of course, we do have some visors, etc. Soul Pattern Melter Gun. That's also quite nice as well. And multi-point, who do we want to get to the end to? High Spinner Armor? Maybe. I think that's the only armor we've got. Modified Artifice Armor. We've not really got anybody going for power. Let me think. I'm definitely not going to go that high in terms of heavy armor. No Elliot. Cass. No Adira. No Ebola. Heinrichs maybe, but I think he's already gone heavy armor. Would probably mean a respecking, which is a lot of effort. Cold-Blooded I would quite like for Blade Sword. So we probably don't need to go all the way, but to level 29. Don't think I want Dragon Scale Power Armor. Because again, he's already gone heavy armor. I mean, 80%, 5, once per round, the wearer gains 2 AP and 2 MP on their current turn if they kill an enemy. Base armor property plus 20 strength. I mean, maybe. All the way at the bottom of the Explorators. Fire, probably not too much on that. Where he uses willpower for a dodge test instead of agility. Yeah, maybe the Ghost Helm. Astartes Bolter. Mars Pattern Melter Gun. I mean, maybe for the heavy armor. Plus 5 deflection, so we actually get 8 deflection. World property plus 30% dodge. And then War World Origin. He's not a War World Origin. He's obviously from a Fortress World. He's... That's... I don't know. That's a bit strange for me. Soul Pattern Long Last. That is actually really nice. So that's probably, again, we're going to get up to 35 maybe. Smiter. One-handed power. Ignores the target's armor and deflection. As an extra attack action which increases armor penetration of all subsequent attacks made against the same target by plus 10 for 1 round. Interesting. Omnitized Providence. Probably nice to have that as well. But we do actually want to get kind of high on both of them. Now, on the other hand, Casballica Mission, we can do some really nice things with these guys anyway. Bane of Sorrow. Probably not really. Red Crystal Staff. Maybe. Book of Bloodthirst, Stalking Boots. Abyssal Conduit. Laughing God's Pendant. Yeah, there's not, I don't think, too much towards the end that I'm really that fussed on. Now, I can go and get reputation with these guys. Yeah, that takes Heretical Follower. I mean, Reinforced Voidsman Armor is actually beautiful. But I might actually get more off the... And so's the Armor Piercing Ammo. Where it deals 6 impact damage to all adjacent enemies. Oh, interesting. Staff of Shock and Awe. That's also quite nice as well. So yeah, maybe, I mean, I can get... I've got this written down. Those trophies can all go to these guys. So let's do that and see what we can... Wow. But of course, we're getting so many Xeno artifacts, or at least we did, from just being in Komora. Hang on, I want to double check this, because this is a hell of a spend. Trusians don't take it, the Mechanicus don't take it. Casballica and the Void do, but I don't want anything from the Void. We've given up on those a long time ago. So, all I can say is, oh my days. But hang on, let's... I don't think we are. I mean, they're on level 1. This would be a hell of an ask, I think. Bedlam, improved heavy bolter. Unless there's something that literally makes me go, oh my dear god. Over Vengeance, well-maintained Weber. That's going to be heretical, I can only assume. I'm going to go heretical again. No, heavy armor proficiency. Enchanted smuggler's armor. Yeah, no, not really. Right, so let's go back to what I was doing. Casballica mission, reputation, no sorting, type in ascending order. This is going to be a stupid amount of reputation. So what happens when you do Komora and you only give Xeno's artifacts to one person? We might even reach... I'm going to go and trade that for a second. That's level 28. What is the max level? 32. Okay, so... Yep, type in ascending order. So we need to get to level 32. We've almost actually run out. 29. $30. Alright, so we'll hold off there because I'm sure we'll get some more Xenos artifacts. And that can basically finish upping the reputation with Casbalica. Let's just collect everything. And we're actually now hamstrung by profit factor. We need to get that up. That maxes out at 126. I wonder if that's the highest. I know these guys are always quite high. Oh, 105. No, they don't go quite so high. Drusians. 101. And Explorators. 164. Wow. All right then. And let's go to my inventory. I understand, of course, this is not the most interesting part of the game, but unfortunately it does need doing. What do we got here? User immediately doubles their MP and reduces the cost of their non-attacking abilities by -2 AP until the end of their turn. You can simply go back into cargo. Dead Monger Grenade. All creatures in the area's effect must pass a willpower resistance test or immediately move out of the zone, even if they are stunned or immobilized. This movement triggers attacks of opportunity from the Navigator's allies who have passed the resistance test or are outside the zone. That's okay. That's just cargo. Gives immunity to toxic damage until the end of combat. Well, that's not bad. We'll keep hold of that for a second. Whereas target is suffering from bleeding, the wearer's melee attacks deal an additional 2%. Whenever the wearer deals damage with a melee attack, they gain +7 temporary wounds. Sold. Happily switch that over. Death from above deals 12 additional mental damage. Info, death from above would be that. So no, you actually go and get that one. So then Pascal, how are we doing? Whereas ranged attacks inflict 8 levels of bleeding. Yes. It's over. The wearer gains Dance Macabre ability. The assassin dashes in a straight line for up to 2 cells. Suffering Assassin's Weapon skill, bonus less damage from attacks of opportunity, and gaining the assassin has not dashed through any enemies. At the end of their turn, they gain cover efficiency. After the first use, the assassin can use this ability again for free. Maybe, but I don't think so. Gains +10 toughness for 2 rounds. That is actually a useless ability, to be honest. So you know what? We're going to give it a go. Yeah, I don't want that. That can go to cargo. Drukhari equipment. He's the only one that can wear it. Whenever there performs a single target attack with a 2-handed melee weapon, that's not going to happen. The wearer's attacks ignore target's cover efficiency. That either whenever the wearer pushes the target, the wearer's next attack against that target in the same round deals 10% damage, and that stacks. You can only assume none of this stuff, yes, fits on. Yeah, I don't think we really push anybody. That's the problem. Blade dancers. Gloves. Each hit made with Blade Dance increases the wearer's critical hit chance by 12% until the end of the wearer's turn. Info of where it hurts. The critical damage of where it hurts by +27. We're going to keep that one, I think. We'll keep those gloves in case I decide to change my mind. Every second use of a Psyker's staff unique psychic power deals +8 additional damage. Here, what have you currently got? Yeah, no, we're gonna do Chicago. Wearer has melee weapons equipped in both hands. Their slash ability. Use a slash ability. In the first round of combat, the wearer gains a number of additional attacks equal to their psi rating. I feel like that's more of a Heinrich's thing. Take off that chain. Wearer automatically passes coercion tests. That would only really work with me, I think, because if I'm in a party, we should pass them anyway. And that won't be getting used. Blackheart Cabal. I don't think I'm going to equip this. Nope. Chicago. Must not have these features. Hang on. So what features can we have? Heavy armor proficiency is required. Oh, so do I not have that with Heinrichs? Condensed carapace. Oh, because he needs it. Because does that mean we haven't even equipped his psi battle plate? Sniper rifle, Mozoa pattern. Sort of projectile weapons have an increased 50% over penetration. It says that, yet I feel like this one doesn't say that. Oh, it does actually. I lied. So no, that is a simple downgrade. Chicago. Start his bolt pistol. Beautiful bit of extra damage. Nothing too much special about it, just nice improved bit of damage, and it's red. Tyrant. A one-handed ranged weapon. That is a one-shot hit, so that's going to go instead of that. The Roar is exotic. This rifle are forced to move 2 cells away from the shooter. I don't think so. I mean, the only one I could think of would maybe be, but she can't even equip it, so add that to cargo. Navigate powers. Gas. Doubles the devastating effect, gives more willpower and more perception. Why not? Means I'll be taking a bit more damage myself, but hey, you know what? I think it's okay. We have a beautiful new Spore Sword to equip. Eldari weapon proficiency. I think because she's not got flame weapon proficiency, she can't actually use it. And she's not... In fact, I'll leave it there for now. I don't think she's going to go flame weapon proficiency, to be honest. Grants plus 20 Law Imperium. I believe that would be you, if anybody. The scroll grants the owner a plus 15 bonus to Law Imperium. The wearer gains 40% armor and deals 40% critical damage to Xenos and demons. Also can reroll a failed test once per turn. Yep. That's a straight upgrade of the scroll. What is it? It's the... Oh, St. Cognatius' Scriptures. The wearer gains 5 willpower each time they choose an ally of themselves as a target of an ability. On Heinrichs. What we currently have. An enemy with a melee attack. The wearer and his nearest ally gains 8 temporary wounds. They do not stack. Effect remains until the end of combat, and it stacks. Yeah, let's go and switch this over. Storm Bolt. I can only assume that's a piece of rubbish. Yes, it looks like it. Chicago. Curse Bringer, which again I think is yes, rubbish. Whenever the wearer inflicts a damage over time effect, they gain plus 1 stack of inevitability effect. As soon as the wearer gains 10 stacks of inevitability, they deal 3 direct damage to all enemies suffering from any damage over time effects. In just at the cargo, it's going to take far too long. The user gains 3 temporary wounds from combat stimulants. Nope. The wearer gains an additional 1 AP for each consecutive turn that the wearer has not moved. Stacks up to 5 times. Triggers exposed weakness against the target. The wearer's ranged attack fails a toughness resistance test with a -10 penalty. That attack inflicts exhaustion on the target. Exhaustion. Next successful attack against this character scores... do you know what? I'm going to replace that. Deadly Repeater. 22 to 32. Good against 30% chance to gain one more action after a kill. Fortunately not. We spent so long trying to get it. Damage 75. Ooh, that's an amazing grenade. We'll equip one of those. Whoever gains move, move, move. Now, I feel like if anyone's going to have this, it's going to be Cass. +5 Fellowship and +10 Commerce. The Lower Imperium will depend on their Fellowship instead of their Intelligence. She's going to keep what she's got. Yeah, I'm going to go for a no on that one as well. Uses a non-attacking consumable item. Counts as an attack of different type for their versatility bonus. Good for me. All incoming damage except direct damage by 1%. Wow. You see the name of that? It's a monkey hide cape. It's made from humans, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to go to cargo. Grants wearers intelligence bonus percentage dodge to wearers and the wearer and their allies. Pascal. Which is a 6%. Whereas toughness is increased by 7. But the toughness comes... His life comes off Medicae. Toughness comes for... Roost skill. So do you know what? We'll grab that. As I say, why only 3%? But no, it's a little bit more, but it's then knocked down because we're wearing heavy armor, I believe. Yes, we are in heavy armor. Whenever a beating, burning, or toxin effect inflicted by the wearer deals damage to an enemy, that enemy suffers -5% armor penalty against the wearer's attacks, and the wearer's... yeah. Although I say that, like, what are we currently wearing? Grants to +3 logic. So actually, yes. Because it is actually much better. Beginning of combat, the wearer gains the Shadow Field effect. While under this effect, the wearer counts as being in full cover against all ranged attacks. The effect is lost when the wearer is hit by a ranged attack and suffers damage from it. Those. The other one would be potentially Kivala. Demons of the Wearer's Conviction Dogmatic. This bonus is doubled. What is your conviction? Follower, adherent. I mean, she doesn't... Does she technically have dogmatic? I mean, I think so. Whoops. Grants +15 Medicae. We'll obviously keep that. A lot of her stats go off Medicae. 30% armor and inflicts a -20 penalty to agility for 2 rounds. Add back to cargo. Agonizing Splinter Pistol, you say. Improved Shuriken Pistol. Oh, I am going to go and replace that. Jin Blade of Iramirus. One-handed. Melee weapon. Let's go and chuck that in there. Grants the wearer plus 10% parry and 10% area attack damage. Carry equipment. No, that's not going to be added to... We're gains +4 damage against enemies who have no adjacent allies. Only applies to the first strike projectile in a burst attack. Pascal, if anybody, I think. Rare raise momentum to 125 when they kill 5. Yeah, you're not going to kill 5 enemies in a row. Let's not delude ourselves. Medium armor. Check me first. I think I'm the only one in our main party that uses medium armor. It is an improvement. Whereas attacks of opportunities deal an additional 50% armor against ranged attacks. Plus 10% armor against melee attacks. 15 armor is in fact probably more. Oh, it looks a bit fancier too. After the wearer performs a melee attack area attack, they gain 5% dodge reduction and parry reduction for each target affected. We're gonna go no on that. Alright, and have mostly. Do you know what? I'm gonna hit you with those weapons. 20% of Xenos artifact cargoes. We've probably just chucked a whole bunch of stuff back as Xenos artifacts. Using a non-attack ability grants the wearer 5% bonus to dodge and parry for each enemy adjacent to the wearer for 1 round. Whenever attack opportunity is performed against the wearer gains 1 stack of the vengeance effect. That's piercing splinter cannon. Let's actually bunch these by type now. Fine-edge, parry blade. All of these count as Xenos artifacts. Black Haze Venom Blade. I can only assume that... Not that I think I am actually going to end up going. Wow, that is a lot of damage. But if for some crazy reason you end up in melee, let's stack it in your favor. That is a stupid combination of deadliness. Force sword. Yep. Cargo. Force sword at the cargo. Sorry, chainsword. And cargo. Bloodseeker Clave. Cargo. Actual named version. Let's go have a quick look at Abelard. Is this an upgrade for you? Yes, it is. Not that I'm worried that I ever have to actually use you as a character, but Blood Drinker Staff. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? My beautiful Heinrichs. Staff of Blood, Blood Drinker Staff. They look identical. Bloodhound Staff. Cargo. Death Cult, we're going to keep that a second. Astartes Bolt Pistol can go to cargo. Into pistol. Move Shuriken Pistol. Last pistol. The Beggar's Weapon can finally go. Wait, did I just equip that? Sod, I just equipped that. I need to go find my staff again. Sniper rifle. Cargo. That cargo. Gift from beyond the grave. Astartes Bolter, you say? Oh, for some reason, that should be in your second hand. Alpha's Arc Rifle. Breath of Purgation. I don't think we're going to get around to using that. Trophy Lasgun. Cargo. Dark Lance. Cargo. Let's come on to this guy, and where has... Hey, where's my Siphon Life Staff? Oh, there it is. That back on. Actually make him into a full-fledged Inquisitor once again. Who out of our guys technically needs some better armor? Flak armor's not going to be better armor. Strap chainmail's not going to be better armor. Neither is normal chainmail. Xeno mesh also go cargo. There's my Psyker's breastplate. Heavy armor proficiency required. Abe, my good man Abe. Where is he? There he is, right there. Heavy Xeno mesh. We don't want the Psyker's breastplate. Heavy leather armor. Cargo. Makeshift heavy Xenomesh. Yeah, I mean, we don't really... Radiant chest plate. Oh, look at that. He's actually missing a lot of stuff. Take dance gloves. 10 strength and 5 toughness. That'll be you. Beretta shotgun. Do you know what? You can go and have a nullifying shotgun. Go and chuck that into cargo. It dodges a melee attack. They get an 8% critical hit chance until the end of the next turn. 14 temporary wounds. Nice. If they inflict burning on an enemy. Okay, we'll keep that. We've done a nice bit of tidying up. Done a nice bit of sorting out. Once again, as I said earlier, I understand not the most exciting part. But especially after coming out of a chapter. It's a hell of a mess. Shipping and transportation of some goods. I reckon, that we have some more Xeno artifacts. Yes, we do. And trade those. And so I believe 32 was the max. Yes, we are halfway there, but we very much do need... Though if we get it, we actually can go and grab this. Can't be equipped by this character. It takes Iconoclast Zealot. Is in the max rank. Yes, I have to actually get the max rank of this. I need to get another 200 Iconoclast points before that actually comes into effect. Okay. Let's jump to Chronos Prevent. I have levels to put on, but I'm not going to lie. After all of that admin, my brain's a little tired. I will do the levels at the beginning of the next turn. I'm going to make sure I don't do anything. Ruined by his competitors intends to attack Kele, a flourishing world, something dark side. There are some points of interest. I don't think they're actually of interest to me. Let's go back to the map of the Cronus Expanse. Let's potentially go and try and find ourselves a void battle. I can do a void battle right now. That's not too much. But what's point? Let's have a quick look at what's going on. Visions in the dark. Oversized asteroid. A rare find. Elusive plunderers. That's the annoying ship thing. One-way road. Beholding the truth. Emperor's miracle in the Cinerus Maleficum. Siege of Euphrates 2. Ball of Santiel's Pride. A lovely little line of warp going on there. Oh, and we've got stuff all the way up here as well. Forewarning. Unidentified anomaly. Wow, there's a lot going on, hey. Oversized asteroid, a rare find, visions in the dark. I mean, which direction do I choose to go in first? Elusive plunderers. That's the guy that will keep trying to run away from me. Beholding the truth. Let's have a look at our rumors. What's beholding the truth? Failed to uncover traces of human civilization on the frozen planet despite possessing documents attesting to the fact. Perhaps the problem lies in the ship's augurs. They are simply not powerful enough. But we have gone and upgraded those, as I remember. Plus, we can go and equip those. Go and do this. Beholding the truth. Passed about incident for everybody. We left the hostile. Released us from its grip this time. Right, let's go and visit here. Let's see if we can find anything on a frozen planet. We can at least knock off a rumor or two. Whilst we keep things moving, basically. I thought we did, but no, we did. We finished this rumor. We've already explored it. We got a whole bunch of weapons. That's strange. So that rumor has actually been completed. Let's go and repair our hull. Tiny bit of damage we went and took. So that's not actually a rumor anymore. One-way road. What is one-way road? A rare find. Crate of Kefri holds something quite valuable. Oversized asteroid. There has been an unsuccessful attempt to restore an abandoned colony on the Mundus Nullius. The colonist ship went dark shortly after its arrival in the system. Pirates, ships in the coast have reported an unidentified space anomaly. Several ships have vanished in the Lito Rebum Maledicta. Astropaths from across the expanse are broadcasting alarming warnings and visions in the dark. Of dark songs and legends have reached the Astropathic Choir following a series of indistinct distress signals. Emanating from every corner of the expanse, the last of these signals was traced to a void ship in the Omicron system. Okay, so that's what's going on there. We've kind of started coming down this way, so... Emperor's Miracle, Fall of Sential's Pride, Siege of Euphrates 2. Left out there. Sential's Pride. This is Tukari. Soon after the word of the raid was sent, the system went silent. Siege. Taken over this world. And the Emperor's Miracle. Okay. Message. Our enforcers have arrested a dangerous saboteur who attempted to gain entry onto the bridge. This incident may be worthy of your attention. You see, both the saboteur and the circumstances of his capture are rather strange. I think it would be reasonable for Magus Pascal to take a look at him as well. The way he was captured. The thing is, Lord Captain, the saboteur is most definitely a tech priest. He found his way aboard the ship and penetrated all our security systems with staggering ease. Both his ability to communicate with machine spirits and the combat potential of his augmentations are extraordinary. During the arrest, the intruder, he offered no resistance at all. Instead, he asked for an audience with the Great Machine Spirit. When he realized that the enforcers had no idea who he was talking about, he asked to meet with you. Operated by authorized engineers, cast doubts on my tech comrade's stabilities. I will speak to him. Let us see what he has to say. Now, I do actually remember who this is, so hey, get through this conversation pretty quickly. On. And go. Group of servitors whose movements are suspiciously well synchronized stares at the towering prisoner. Captured man, if he can be called that, looks positively gigantic next to the enforcers at his side. Dead-looking metal gleams dimly beneath the faded crimson robes. His hands are folded obediently, and his Macandrites are perfectly still. Look at the master of this vessel cathedral and offer my humble apologies for this unbidden intrusion. My apologies to you as well, brother. Hey, Dashin, how you doing? And of course, I must beg forgiveness from you, Great Spirit. It was not my intent to desecrate your temple. Number 2. For that, I apologize as well. I did not expect to find understanding amid the suffocating ignorance that abounds within the laity, and even many of my brethren. For this reason, I chose to carry out my mission in secret and without seeking your permission. My name, if it matters, is Asclepius, formerly a Computator General of the Cognizance Fleets, now a Libera Recrutus with the status of Malatek. Malatecs are exiles whose ideas have not crossed the line of heresy yet, but have come close to it. They are removed from the fleet structure to give them a chance to see the folly of their ways and prevent sedition from spreading. I'm glad we managed to have a chat as well. Just as I said, remember though, just because there's not an immediate response, there can always be a conversation. All of that is trivial. My past is nothing but a set of archived data. My lost status is a part replacement string in the long chronicle of the Cognizance Fleet. I come not as a priesthood's messenger, but as a faithful disciple of the most holy Amanat. My brother once served as the Engineer Prime on this ship, who was an adherent of the school of discontinuing the cycle, as am I. This spread that far. I know that my brother perished, but before he did, he sent me a message that told of a journey embarked upon by Theodore von Valentius. A journey through a dimensional gate, an artifact more ancient than humanity itself, and toward worlds unknown. Blessed Amanat was with her. There, upon those dark worlds, he witnessed a great miracle, the birth of a machine spirit of incalculable might. My brother believes that this spirit then fell aslumber within this ship like a child in a cradle, not responding to lowly pleas. That was the purpose of my pilgrimage, to reach this ship where my brother died, ship upon whose decks the blessed Amanat had walked. Tell me more about Theodore's journey. My knowledge is scarce. My brother suspects that his memory, along with the memory of all those who have known the details, was purposely purged. All that he conveyed to me was that Theodore had reached worlds unlike any of the people in the Cronus Expanse I've ever seen. Does the name Nomos mean anything to you? Nothing. He has not come to know us yet. He will if you let him, Cece. We sense that his words are about us. The story he told is our story. What do you know about the Great Spirit? There's a great miracle, the unsized breath meant to help us discontinue the cycle. It was born of the treasures of Amanat and Theodora discovered upon the dark worlds. Yet even a being so glorious needs attendants and guides. You are strong that you get yourself be caught. I'm good. I'm good, Dashund. I'm good. I look for a fire that would inflict physical harm upon lay people. The Messiah grants us the power of the true flesh for a purpose other than damaging the frail and blind creatures. I have made my decision. As will I, and yet I plead that my brother be shown leniency. His story initializes thought. We ask you to keep him for us. Your actions have caused no harm, and so I shall not harm you. You are free, and you may stay on my ship if you... Iconoclast. Only a +8. I cannot ask for more. All I wish is to remain in these halls and observe in reverence to Great Spirit's deeds. Let the cycle be discontinued. Done. Of course, yes, we have that level, which we'll get to probably next episode. Go back to the Cronus Expanse and keep things moving. What did we leave here? Beholding the truth. Yes, that's just not going to happen, really. Or should I say, it has happened, it's just not registered. Let's jump around a bit. The ungodly fiends spread across sorcerous disease, walk the lower decks, gathering a cohort of infected voidsmen. Takes armor kit, melee weapon, and ranged weapon. I'm not going to spend holy gifts. Definitely not. They're worth quite a lot. Fine, let's go and kill them. Usual suspects. Yeah, I'm going to try and use who I was using. I've kind of been jumping throughout this gameplay through Elliot and Heinrichs, but I think I'm going to go for Elliot for now. And I think with that, I think we're going to end the stream there. Not going to lie, it's coming to about the edge of my limit without walking away. Yeah, when we come back next time, we'll do the level ups. We'll destroy this little incursion by the warp, and I love how amazing I look because I'm still on the exact same square
My nerves are frayed.
as a combat servitor who does nothing. So yeah, we're gonna leave the stream there. Yeah, I understand that, Dashun, and unfortunately, though, it is time for the stream to end. We of course get a bonus, except for our Xenos friend here, who gets diddly squit because they are a hideous Xenos. But no, we are going. Oh, it's the cultist of Nurgle. Here's disease rampant. Like I said, we're going to leave that there. Thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you can join us again next time. The streams, of course, are now being advertised on Discord if you want to join us on there, or of course, the stream schedule is on Twitch. Unfortunately, we can't add a stream schedule to YouTube, as, of course, it is more of a video than a streaming platform. And so, until next time, as per always, until we see you again, I hope that you will be able to stay safe